All right, we are live and playing a little D&D in the Sven Zone. We're doing Nick's monthly campaign. Just got it
Hello.
labeled wrong, but I'll get that fixed here in just a second. So I will go ahead and turn it over to the handsome one below me. Take it away, Nick.
Uh, well, uh, we're getting ready to pick up here from where we left off last time in the middle of a fight. Our venturing heroes had bedded down for the night in the Golden Grain Inn, and a couple of them were ambushed in the middle of the night by some, well, ne'er-do-wells looking to try and kidnap them poorly. Well, they almost got one of them. No, that person was very loud. And the other person has been systematically bonking everyone trying to come into the room.
Slaughtering.
Yeah.
Very effective bonks.
And one of them was in the temple.
Yep, and one of them is not present. Barnacle, a resident cleric, is currently not present. Though he will be on the map for our viewers' sake, so that they can see. Yeah. And I think with that, we will just actually jump right in. Starting with Phoenix, actually, at the bottom of the round. You're in combat. Here, I'll reshare the map to everyone, so make sure everyone has it.
Alright, so, can I actually see... Well, I can see the cultist in the hallway, but can I see any of in Fira's room?
Door's not open.
Door's not open.
Actually, at the end of the session last time, someone did open the door.
Okay. Well, there is one, but I don't think they could see it because it's around.
No, it does look like you see a couple of bodies on the floor that Ina has currently stepping over, and you see on the far side of the room what looks to be like a open slid, hidden door that had been opened in the wall that she's walking towards.
Well, if I don't see no immediate danger there, I'm going to rotate my gaze towards the cultist in the hallway and move towards him. And
Barnacle is currently not there, and Merritt is also on the ground, having been slashed in his back as he tried to run away.
I guess I'm going to step over Merrick and pretty much while he land on the ground and try to defend him from the cultist slashing him.
Out.
Yeah, okay. Then you should be able to just move your character over as you...
Yeah, it takes about 15 feet of movement to begin with because I have to step around him, doesn't it?
Well, because Merritt is currently on the ground, you can just easily step over him, and he's an ally. So it would just take the 10 feet to move forward.
All right, I'm going to move forward, and do I get flanking because of Soul's next to him or no?
At the moment, no. If Soul was here, then flanking would be online. You kind of have to have if Soul was even, say, one over, then...
Okay, I was going to say, because the way his character profile picture is facing, he's looking the opposite direction from Soul, so I didn't know if that was just specifically thing, but all right.
It's just nothing. He's currently kind of facing towards you in Soul.
All right, well, essentially what's going to happen is I'm going to go up. I have my spear with me. I'm going to pretty much use my spear and use my Polearm Master ability to stab at him with once and then bonk him a second time with my Polearm Master attack, basically.
Okay.
So let's roll... It's not letting me target him. It's just, is it targeting him?
It looks like you have him targeted.
I was going to say, because the yellow squares weren't popping up, so that's what I was asking.
That's a thing that he doesn't have.
Yeah, no, okay. I don't have that
blue or yellow
extension.
Targets. Mike, I sent you a secret message.
Okay, well, then I'm just going to roll attack, then roll my spear on my main hand. 18, that's a hit. Now I'm gonna roll damage. He is dead.
Yeah, and you are able to follow him in one quick jab to the throat as he just collapses onto the floor.
Alright, well, now that I stuck my spear in him, I'm going to ready my spear for a reaction attack in case the other one decides to step out the room, basically, and try to come near me, Soul or Merit. I'm going to ready a reaction ability to bonk him, basically, with my Polar Master attack.
Can
I do that?
Because your Polearm Master attack is a bonus action, no. You can ready your action.
Okay, I was gonna say because I didn't use my reaction. I get a reactionary attack if they step within 5 feet of me for my Polearm Master attack as a reaction ability for Polearm Master. So
is that's
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, let me check just to make sure, but I can link it.
Yes, you are right. They do provoke your opportunity attacks when they enter your reach as well.
Yes.
So that is just an ability you have. No need to ready in action. Just if they come to your range, you can. Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Well, I'll just, for roleplay reference, I'll just be ready to bonk them then.
Totally all right.
All right, then I'm going to have my turn.
Yep, you should be able to pass it. Barnacle is currently not present. I will move you as over to see a little bit more.
Stop doing that.
Well, coming out.
Sorry.
Of
I unmuted and I thought I was muting myself. I apologize.
That's totally all right. Well, coming out of the room is another cultist. So, Phoenix, if you want to roll your opportunity attack as he enters your range.
Will do. Give me a second. Let me target him. It's a hit. I'm going to roll damage now.
Yep, go for it.
7, heavy.
Yep.
As I crack him on the skull, I see him heavily being dazed and just wobbling around, basically, as I crack him on the skull and watch him wobble around.
Yeah, he is very dazed. But he, despite the heavy wound that he incurred from your bonk, he's undeterred and continues to attack. And since you attacked him, he's going to attack you in kind.
The goal.
And no, he's looks like it, as he apparently has lost his sense of balance from the bonk you gave him, and he just swings wide, just doesn't even come close. However, back over here, another cultist is coming around to attack Hina.
Don't do that. Oh, I see Barnacle. Oh, Barnacle.
Yeah, I moved him around to you.
Rude.
Yeah, hits. I don't know. They're trying to figure out if you can close it or whatnot. This guy comes around, just slashes at you. Yeah. Other than that, he's just he's standing there, looking this underweight looking guy, floats hood up, kind of like all his friends. Now we go back to the hallway to Zeed. I'm pretty sure I heard him join. Yeah.
So I do see someone finally.
Yep.
Let's see what I got. Movement. There it is. 10. I will move around rapidly and I will whip my quarterstaff at his head because I can.
All right.
And I have him targeted. I'm good. Double. Hey.
Hey.
And down he goes. I don't even get
With
a
the
chance to use
deafening,
my bonus action, damn it.
with a deafening
Right.
crack, his head is at an angle that it really shouldn't be as he falls prone over his.
Because I don't know my own strength.
You said I'm a horny Joe, bro. Don't you know?
Is that all, Zed, or are you going to move a little bit more? You should have
That is
about
all
10
I'm
feet.
doing. That
Sounds good.
is fine. I will wait right there.
Okay. Huh? Yeah. Automatically rolled the death save for a natural 20, healing up Merit to 1.
Yeah.
Merit, it is your turn.
Well, I didn't expect to have a turn. Uh, you don't feel good.
Hold on, before Merit takes their turn, I redeemed a boost to healing, so help
Oh, you
him
did?
out a bit. Yes, I did.
Oh shit.
Alrighty. In that case, also roll a d8 plus 5, unless you've already coded it into your actions.
Thought I had, but I guess I did.
That was probably the other campaign.
I don't even know. I've done it in like all of my campaigns so far, so I guess I just didn't do this one.
No?
Yeah.
Healing back up to full.
health.
Nice. So you're on the ground. You wake up realizing, oh, yeah, that was a good act. Yeah, he totally missed. That was a good act.
Merit,
Totally didn't just
class
get
ass actor.
see my life flash before my eyes or anything.
Yeah, man, he's gonna have to do so much laundry to get the bloodstains out.
Yeah.
He is going to go ahead and use he doesn't know where everybody's gone.
Well, you see 3 of your friends in front of you, and you don't see Ina, but you do know that, or actually, as you're like glancing around the ground, you think you catch an eye of her through her open doorway.
Okay. He's gonna go ahead and stand up.
Alrighty.
But he does want to look in and see what's going on in Enos. And also he glances across the hallway at the common room where there is a suspicious lack of blood and bodies on the floor.
So you do get like a weird scent of piss in the hallway. It's just mixed in with the blood and the dead bodies. Not sure where that's from. But you do see someone across the,
Sorry,
on the
I
other side of
couldn't
Ina.
hold it any longer.
Well,
that
until
was
you
Soul.
said that,
Oh, Soul.
Yeah, that was Soul.
it was
Okay.
Soul. Yeah. To be honest, he thought he pissed himself for a good second there.
I mean, Soul just wanted to water the plants, don't you know?
All right, Merritt, you do, glancing around, do notice that Ina is currently engaged with one more fella through a hole in the wall.
What Merritt's gonna do is he is going to use thaumaturgy and make the sound of heavy footsteps going up the stairs or going down the hallway or whatever, to make these guys think that maybe there's people coming. So he's
Right.
making it come from like down the hallway to the right. I think that leads back to
Okay.
where the main thing is. So that is
Give me either an Arcana or a Deception check or Performance.
Oh.
well, you know I shouldn't. Power.
Okay. Okay. You make a.
And he makes that sound.
Yeah.
And that is his turn. That I
All
need
right.
combat track. That's why I'm like something's. That's his turn.
Okay. Soul. You got a couple of dead bodies in front of you.
So Soul's realizing that we're probably in combat at this point. He wasn't really sure before because he was going to the bathroom. It's the whole reason he left the bedroom, is to stumble out and go pee. But he's catching on. So he is
So
going
proud of him.
to run into this room. Or not.
Oh.
I don't know where the door is, but we're just going to get in here.
Right there. Yeah.
Cool. It took me like 900 steps to move like 15 feet, but that's just because I dragged wrong. But
Yeah,
I'm in
that's
this room.
yeah, that's 15 feet.
Yeah. No, there's nothing in here. So I'll just.
You do see what looks to be part of the wall in the back there is like slid to the side, revealing a like hallway behind it.
Okay. So Soul's like, hey, I found a secret door or something. And then he runs here.
Oh, sorry about that. Was trying to
You're
get rid of
good.
my pointer. So
20, 25, and then 30 will put him here.
yeah, there you go.
And then he yells out, hey, you, stop! And he points at that guy. And he goes, guys, there's the guy in the secret hallway. Stop that guy. And he points at the guy. Actually, that's only my move action, isn't it? Shit,
Yeah.
I'm going to use my, I'm going to run a little bit. 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm going to be out of breath because I'm drunk still. I'm just going to run over. Hey, you stop! And then try and just chase him a little. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Ina, you got this guy ahead of you, but due to the sound of like footsteps and then later another sound of footsteps and someone yelling, you can see that he's kind of distracted and looking down the hallway. As he's kind of standing there engaging you.
It is time to murder. At
Okay.
least I do. We will
I'm
see.
going to say you have +2 to attack this guy.
Wow, thanks. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I might need it.
Due to some distracting circumstances.
I still have Shillelagh, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Awesome. I didn't! Hooray! Dirty 20. I did not target them. Great.
Yeah. There you go. That does hit.
Okay. So I will target them and then do the damage. Oh. Minimum damage. No.
He still takes a heavy whack to the shoulder and is, now kind of like hunched over. It didn't really hurt him. He's still standing.
Yeah, well, I'm still standing too. I think we're both kind of at an impasse right now where Ina doesn't really want to get knocked unconscious, but like, I guess this guy doesn't care or something because he's still
Yeah, you can kind of see that you've you're pretty sure you'd like dislocated his shoulder or something, but despite the injury, he does not seem to care or be seeming to back down or anything.
Well, that's unfortunate. Hopefully I don't go like last next turn. Okay,
Nice.
it wasn't last.
So anybody who wants to code the boost of healing, go ahead and go to your actions page, and then depending on where you want it, which section you want it in, on the mode on the bottom, on the very, very bottom of your character sheet, you should have it under standard and group. So the mode should be standard, the display should be group. Then right click somewhere down below your weapons and straight down says create item. And that'll make a blank thing. You can call it chat healing, boost of healing, whatever you want to call it. That's the first box that appears after you make an item. Then you tab over to the next box on the right, and that's where it will show up. So if you have, like I have MISC, M-I-S-K, miscellaneous, or if you want under race, put what tab you want under on the right side. And then once you're done with that, all you do is you go and you right click under whatever you named it. So chat boost of healing or boost of healing. And you'll see an arrow pointing down at 3 o'clock. Add action. And
No,
then
I don't know how to do it.
go down to 5 o'clock where it says add heal.
So
And
maybe I'm
then-
missing something, but when I right click on the thing I just added, I get the same create item, create.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. And then go straight over to the right where it says the down arrow to the right. It says
Minimize?
add action. 3 o'clock should say add action.
If you
I
right
have clipboard. I have delete, create item, clipboard, minimize, close window, and export.
You probably right
buttons
clicked in
I
the
have.
wrong spot. So on your character sheet, like roughly where you would have your abilities of some sort, hover over there, then right click, and you should get some new options.
Okay, so not on.
There'll be like close window, minimize, add action, which is like the little arrow.
Guess I'm
So
not
Nick,
seeing
you can
any of
see
that.
their character sheets as a DM. I can't.
Yes.
So if we can pull up Ina's and Soul's character sheet on the actions page and see where, because I was going a little fast.
I don't
Here,
know how to fix this.
I'm also just going to do an add power here on the bottom for you. Here's Soul.
Yeah, I see.
Last
So
thing you
there's
need to
actually an
do-
add weapon and add power. I see both of those.
That's another way to go about doing that. I clicked up power and hopefully.
Yeah, you just called it chat
Boost.
heal, but I don't see any of the buttons he's talking about when I right click any of the words in chat heal. When I right click the weapon, it's not there.
So
When I right click
Ina,
the D roll, it's not
what you would
there.
need to do is within where it says the plus heal, open up the magnifying glass. If you've added the line, and then right click on that. I'm sorry, click that magnifying glass next to where it says heal in the line.
There's not a magnifying glass next to where it says heal.
Because you click
Here,
something
let me look
where
at
it
your
says heal 0. So what did you click to do that?
I was double clicking it, trying to edit it so I could get like dice in there, but I don't know what I'm doing.
So whatever you double clicked, there should be a magnifying glass to the right of that.
There's not. There's a couple of lines.
So
I tried clicking those too. It's not working.
You said D5,
I'm
right?
looking at your character sheet right now. There is a magnifying glass there next to so you have the heal and then there's self and where the actual thing is. You see that?
Who are you talking to?
Ashley.
Okay.
By the way, if you're still in the edit list, you will not magnify.
Oh.
Click that button.
Oh man,
Oh,
what did it?
I was gonna say the only thing is
okay. Maybe
the only.
Thank you, Mantha, for calling that out.
Got you.
I was gonna say the only dice is giving me how do I have the dice count because it's only giving me 1d6 or 1d5 or 1d4.
It's
So
1d8
you just drag it from the
5,
bottom
right?
where your regular dice are. Just drag it up into that slot.
The 1d8 plus 5, so I click the plus 5 and then drag the 1d8, correct?
Correct. So if you've got it open where it says heal, you open the magnifying glass, and then where it says bonus, you put 5, and then you drag the dice into the box. And if you guys have this stream open, you can see what I'm talking about.
Looks like Ashley got it.
Oh, did not mean to do that. Shit.
And just
Phoenix,
remember, if
you
you
got
have
It's
it on
fine. They're
target,
not hurt. I just need to be careful.
you want to click that to make it self.
I was like trying to edit where I put it in my hotbar,
It
and
gave
then
me
just clicked it instead of right clicking it. It's
it
fine.
gave me a D8 plus 10 when I added 5 as a bonus. Why?
Well, you probably in your thing already have a +5 in there.
Let me try. Give me a second again. Let me see
So
I
if you
fix it.
just roll it regularly, it should
There
just
we go.
yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Got
So
it.
with this you won't have to do the +5. It'll just automatically.
All right. Cool. I got it.
Soul, do you have it yet, or you need
No,
help still?
not at all. So I went down to
Okay.
the powers. I added the power. I found out how to add a heal button, but I don't know how to add die to that heal button at all.
Cool.
Okay. There should be
Oh,
a little. So you see the heal button, and then you look
Yes.
all the way over to the right. There should be another
Yep.
magnifying glass next to that line.
Yep. If I click on that,
Click on
I
that.
get other options. So I
Yes.
have delete item, create item, remove action, add
No,
action.
right click.
Oh,
minimize.
sorry.
Left click to
Left
minimize.
click. I
Okay.
think I said right click.
You
I
did
meant
say
left
right
click.
click. So
I
now I have
apologize.
name, chat, heal, targeting, HP.
Yep. You're going to want to click targets to be self.
Okay.
And then below that, where there's the green plus,
Yes.
click that. And then
Cool.
you should be able to drag a D8 into where the dice is.
Let me see. A D8 from my D8 section or
Yes.
a D8?
Yes, from your dice
Okay.
below.
Thank you. Because I
You
just
should be
dragged
able
a
to
D8
drag a
from their
D8.
D8 section and it just made a new line. Okay, so drag a D8.
And then in bonus, on that same line,
Yes.
under bonus, click and then type 5. And
Okay.
it should all be done now.
So I can just
Yep.
exit out of this and we're good.
Yep. So now if
Cool.
you want to test it, you could click the heal and it would.
Yes, it did do something for me. Cool.
2 soul not wounded. Perfect. Excellent.
Yeah.
Sorry for the delay,
The
guys.
top one.
Nick, didn't mean to
Nope.
interrupt. I wanted to.
It's good to get that out of the way and
So
actually done.
they used to
Ina,
be
do
able
not
to just
test it.
drag it into the spells, and it would make a
yes,
new
I will
spell.
not test.
And now it's not work. Now that it won't do that anymore. It would have been a lot
Mhm.
easier to just drag it from the spells. But
Yeah.
anyway, all right.
Alrighty. Phoenix is your go. You you hear Soul shouting from the back about some hallway back there and that there's another guy back here. What you gonna do? You're kind of standing in the hallway with a couple of dead bodies. You know, Soul had run through the room right in front of you.
Well, let's see. I want to help Soul out, but I'm prioritizing helping the teammates that are fighting. I'm going to say to Zed, go help Ina. I'll go after Soul. So I'm going to take my movement. I'm going to take my movement, go after Soul. That's 30. And I'm going to action dash. Then I'm going to action dash down into the hallway.
Yep.
And then that'll give me another 30. So 10, I'm assuming it goes right, because that's the way he said. So.
Well, I'll just move you the 10 feet because then you can see. Really, I only took 5 to step into the hallway. Kind of at a weird half angle.
All right, well, then I have 25 left. I'm going to move 25 in.
Okay. So you're kind of, yeah. Yep. You run up behind your ally. Do you have any bonus action you like to take or that you can take at the moment? Doesn't look like it. Is that the end of your turn, PS? Okay, there you go. Thank you for passing the turn.
Yep.
It's now the cultist's turn, and while still wounded, he's determined to apparently see this fight through, and seeing as Soul and Phoenix have only like run towards him and yelled at him, distracted him briefly, but the dislocating of his shoulder by a heavy bonk by Ina has got his focus back on her. And he's going to try and take a swipe with his good arm with the scimitar.
Please do not.
It doesn't look like a 9 hits.
Ah.
And he just kind of almost like full body slumps and brings it down, just very telegraphed, and just goes wide as you just sidestep slightly. And that's his turn. He's not going to do anything else. Zeed.
All right, give me a second. All right, do I actually see anybody currently in combat from where I'm at? I don't by my visual, so I'm assuming no. He
No,
ran off. And who did he?
Yeah.
He told me to help somebody. Who did he tell me to help? Because I don't see anybody that needs help.
I said help Ina.
Ina, who you know is in this room.
Oh, okay. All right, I will zip over this way. See what I can see. Oh, sorry, that's not a very good. I
There
see
you go.
bodies.
That was about 10 feet.
15. I will run in. Don't have the level 2 ability to bonus run yet, so I will just look something real quick. No, I don't have anything. Okay. I'm going to dash. I'll keep going until I'm here or here, whichever one's. That'll probably work.
That works.
So is that a doorway?
So there's like a section of the wall that was like a hidden door that's like slid
okay.
to the side,
Gotcha.
almost like a sliding door. And he's
Is
kind of
he
standing
done?
there in it.
I can't move through an opponent's square, right? I can't squeeze
In
past
this
him.
case, not really, because he's kind of in the doorway.
I mean, since I don't have any more to it other than actual running, I can't shove him anyway. All right, I will wait right there.
Yep.
We're good. I will squawk loudly.
And quack you do.
Puke
Merritt.
fry him with my horrible morning breath.
Well, Merritt is feeling quite a bit better. And it seems like these guys might be a little bit under control, so he's slowly going to like peek his head around the doorway of his room, and seeing that it is empty, he is going to go ahead and retrieve his gear, or at least not
Okay.
just his quarterstaff. He's gonna grab that.
You had to step over a couple of bodies going this way, but yeah.
And then I don't know, did that take his action too?
If you're grabbing just one thing, that's your free action.
Okay.
If you want to grab multiple things, that'll take your action.
In that case, he has 5 feet of movement speed left, and then he is going to dash into this hole because friendship. He's feeling a lot more cocky and confident now that he's not alone. So that's
Not alone and surrounded by people. All right.
in there. But and that is his turn.
Okay. Soul, it is your go.
All right. Soul is seeing this person, and he just attacked somebody, so he didn't listen. So Soul's gonna move there. there, and then there. Boom. And go, hey, you're not allowed to go anymore. And then he's going to, oh, hey, Ina, how's it going? And then he's going to attack this guy.
You have a bonus to
Blood
attack
dripping.
because moving there, you've kind of online flanking. It's a little janky, but you have kind
That's
of three
fine.
people flanking now.
Okay, so what's my
And I
bonus for
believe,
that?
as
You're
I
the
double
DM.
check what I wrote down, I believe it's a +4. But I also have to double check because I sometimes forget.
Hey, you know what?
Yes, it is a +4 for
fucking
3
you.
people that are flanking
Nice.
kind of together.
Okay. Let me throw that in this here. All right.
Well, actually, Zeta's also there. Yeah, Zeta's there technically too. So you have 4 people flanking, so that's +6.
Okay. Let's do it.
Do
Because-
all the dice there, Soul.
I just
don't roll a
manually.
one.
I did roll a 1. Don't
Oh
worry.
my God.
I have inspiration. Don't worry.
Yes, you do.
Also, Zed, thanks for the jinx there. Good God. Just right as I'm dropping the die, hey, don't fuck it up.
It's what I do.
Literally doing a thing.
Listen, he
Anyway.
gave you performance anxiety, okay?
I'm using my inspiration. Ugh. All right, re-rolling. Cool, much better. Okay, so we hit the guy with my axe again in my hand. Let me pull it out. Do some dabblage. Better. And he dies. So I
Yeah.
kind of swing and miss a little bit, and then like accidentally fucking headbutt him and kill the guy. All right. Hey, this guy's dead now. Or it says
Yeah.
he's dying. There he is. He's just a splat now.
And with that, our combat comes to an end.
Or so we think.
Or so you think. At the very least, there is no active threat at the moment. What are y'all doing?
Well, I'm going to follow this passageway to see where it goes to, where they got in to try to stab Ina and Merritt over there, because it just doesn't make sense. So I'm going to follow this little cubbyhole path here and see where it goes to, or it lets out at.
I've unlocked the tokens at the moment, but you should be able to, move a little bit. Is anyone following Phoenix as he goes down the hallway?
Yes.
Sure.
Merritt saw like a glimpse of that room, but he didn't feel brave enough to go in there alone. So
Yeah.
So you guys see as you kind of come. Well, I guess I probably should ask first. Is anyone besides Merritt and Phoenix going? Soul, Zed, Ina, what are you guys doing?
Ina? Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I stay with Ina wherever she goes to.
Ina's going to ruffle through her bag. I don't know if her good berries have expired yet, and I did forget to say that she cast it again before she went to sleep. But I'll
You
leave
did,
that
and
to Lord.
those would have expired at this point.
Did I cast it again or no? Sorry, the way you said it was confusing.
You did forget to say it before this time, and the ones you would have casted last would have expired. But you could cast it right now if you have the spell slot.
True, but I could also just cast Cure Wounds. So
Yeah.
she kind of grumbles under her breath and wait, what language does she speak? It's fine. Is it giant? Maybe it's giant. Yes, giant. Grumbles something you assume is not very friendly in giant before she casts Cure Wounds on herself.
I assume it's friendly. Why would I assume it's not friendly?
You do that.
I am pretty
And while
drunk.
you do that, yeah.
I'm pretty drunk. And I just
Zed, what are you doing? Are you sticking with them, or are you going to follow the other two as they go down the hallway?
I'll stick with Soul and I guess if she's with him. Or you.
Okay. You guys now have multiple dead bodies around, by the way, and you have multiple dead bodies in your room.
Yeah.
But we'll come back to you guys in a second.
Yeah, no,
Merritt and
she's doing the stuff.
Yeah, Merritt and Phoenix, as you kind of come to the end of the hallway, you find there's this room here, and Actually, I'm going to have you two give me a couple of checks here, just as you.
Yeah, I won't.
We'll say it's perception. You can kind of see that this space was seems to be like newer. The walls that kind of are next to where the rooms are, the interior wall seems to be newer and a little bit patchier on this side. Like you see that there is like another sliding door that you guys kind of pass on your way down the hallway. And that's like the stretch here. Like there was like you can tell there's a wall. There used to be a wall there that got broken down as they made this kind of new crawl space. But there's just a little room here at the end. You can kind of tell that like, oh, there used to be a bed in here. There's no longer a bed in here. There's just like a table, few chairs, more than what's kind of seen on there. And then a door. You do see on the table what looks to be like a horn of some kind, just like a horn like that you blow, that you would blow through. Just like to warn someone or something. That's just.
Am I able to pick it up and like do a inspection of it to see if I can notice any like markings or specific emblems or logo? I guess you'd say emblems or anything dating to where it was made or who made it, or if there's any specific like trader emblems like for the Merchants Guild or. Like, get what I'm saying? Something like, can I just pick it up and inspect it, basically, to see if I notice
you can
anything?
pick it up and inspect it. I will say, give me a. We'll call this an investigation check because of what you're kind of looking for. Yeah.
Ooh.
As best as you can tell, like it looks to be like just a regular horn. It has like a weird. It's it's like it's a wooded horn that someone might blow through to alert someone, but it has like it's one of those horns that kind of has like a weird curl in the center of it. Before it has the it's not that you haven't seen a horn like that before, but just as best as you can tell, like it has like a metal mouthpiece. There seems to be like a ring of metal on like a exit portion.
Do I know if it belongs to any bandits in the area?
No. No, you can't really find any discerning markings on it just from your glance. It seems to be sturdy.
Well,
that's all you can get at a glance.
Well, I'm going to take it with me because I feel there's something that we're missing here, and I want to take it with me and take it back to the group and see if they know anything about it or if they've seen it anywhere. Because, more than myself would kind of get a better. I feel like the group would have a better idea together thinking about where it could have came from.
I mean, you also have Merritt there with you. You can ask him too at the moment.
I mean, Merritt, what do you think? I mean, do you think we should take it back to the group and see what they think, or do you want to give it a once-over and see what you think?
Well, giving it a once-over won't hurt. And we can definitely take it to the rest as well.
Yeah.
Merritt will also like to look at this thing, considering so far it's the only clue he has as to why he almost got kidnapped.
Pretty much, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll also have you make a investigation check because you're looking for discerning markings or anything on it. And
it's fine.
You can see that it looks like a sturdy horn. Though one thing like that you notice with a 10 is that they're on like the little metal bits on the rim of the exit horn and like where you would blow into it. Repeat seems to be like faint etchings into it, but maybe it's not really lit in here. It's a little dim, so maybe you're just having a hard time seeing it. I mean, even though you have dark vision, it's just
Yeah, but we can
maybe
still
light would
less
help
light.
see that or figure it out. But there seems to be, if you get the sense just with your once over, even if there's not necessarily a discerning markings to it, there's something more to this horn than a simple horn.
Doesn't say like Topher's horn on the side. Oh, damn.
No.
Well, since you can't come up with anything, I think we should take it back to the group and see what they think of it. Maybe get it and looked at by maybe somebody who's specializes in something per se, like a material of that item of that sorts. I don't know what they would be called, but
Just blow it.
So Phoenix, are you ready? Go back
yeah, I'd say we're ready. I don't see anything else here other than that, so I should definitely head back to the group.
Okay. Meanwhile, with the other three, what have you guys kind of been doing back here? Are you doing anything with the bodies? Like, you have several dead bodies, like, in the hallway and in Ina's room.
Yeah, no, after Ina is done with her searching and after she casts Cure Wounds on herself, she'll start dragging them into this secret back hallway.
Okay. You said you were searching?
She was looking for the good berries, but they
Oh,
expired
okay.
and did not find them.
While me and Merritt are walking back, do we see Ina dragging the bodies? Because if so, I'd like to actually physically search their bodies and see if they have any scrolls or notes on them of why they're doing this. Like search their pockets to see if they have any
as you
contracts.
kind of get closer, you watch as Ina just drags two of the bodies out of her room, just plops them just at the same time, and just plops them into the hallway on top of the third body there.
Yeah.
Anyone who would like to search the various bodies, feel free to give me a quick investigation check.
All right, in a tower, or do we know?
You know. So just in the chat.
That was
Merritt starts doing it, and then he's gets blood on his hands, and then he realizes there's blood on his clothes, and
has a visceral reaction.
Merritt, a very dapper gentleman.
He likes that shirt, okay?
One of the bodies is so.
It can still be saved. Well, if anyone else, you do that, throws a fourth body into the hallway. Goes to get the last two. Phoenix, you said you were going to search the bodies?
Yeah, I did. I rolled poorly, so.
I don't see your roll. I see Merritt's roll.
I don't see it either.
Oh, you don't see it? Okay, I was going to say, hold on, give me a second. I don't know why I didn't roll. It said I rolled dice, but give me a second. You said...
much better. That's much better.
That's not me, that's Zed.
That was mine, but okay.
You had a negative.
Zed also did really well.
Damn.
I mean, Phoenix also did better than Merritt. So.
Everybody Merritt. It's okay. He's not good at things.
As Merritt goes to rescue his clothes from possible bloodstains, Zed and Phoenix, you search the bodies as Ina disposes of the last two in the hallway, in the secret hallway here. And you find they don't have much on them. Actually, they have very little on them besides their kind of the clothes on their back and the cloaks and their weapons. They each have scimitars, but as you kind of look at them, they're pretty shabby. You might be able to sell them for something, but they're chipped. They're bad quality. They're not. They don't look worth much. In fact, all the clothes on the people seem to be almost threadbare, and just of low quality or seen a lot of use.
Am I able to?
You find a couple of what looks to be this person has a coin pouch, but an empty coin pouch on them. You do find a couple of trinkets. on them that seem to be just more random items that are some they have in their pockets, but it's not anything of a lot of value.
They're
Am I able
broke.
to
No
roll?
wonder they're trying to kidnap us.
Am I able to roll a
Right? Yeah,
perception
those
check to see
empty
if
coin pouches there where they were gonna put our money when they stole us away.
Am I able to roll a perception check to see if I can notice any guild tattoos on them or anything? Did it belong to the Assassin's Guild, or is there get what I'm saying, any guild tattoos?
Well, one last thing that Z notices with his higher investigation check is that a lot of them appear to have some, as he kind of checks underneath their clothes. Some of it's a little hard to find, but a lot of them, one appear to have some a fresh tattoo of a almost crystallized heart on them, usually roughly where they're above where their heart would be. And Zeke also notices he's noticed these faces before. He swears he saw them. You swear you've seen them when you were walking around the village earlier in the day.
Rude.
Not nothing that no one that stood out to you, but you swear you get that sense of recognition of. I swear I saw you when I was walking around earlier.
Were the crystal hearts part of the temple that the three of us went to? Because Soul and Phoenix were with me. Did it have to do with
Veed, from what he can tell, does not appear like they were any of the acolytes of the temple. At least none of these people appear to be, though. They just appear to be people that they saw on the way at the temple, is where he kind of recognizes these group of people from. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to ask Zed, since we're the ones searching the body. Technically, I'm gonna be what's going. What did you notice anything different than I did? Because I can't really come to see anything worth noting other than just our gear is a little rugged.
Yeah. You didn't see this, and this?
No, I didn't notice that, but thank you for pointing it out. I will say, however, though, that the lizard that we fought in the forest also had the same heart that above his heart, the crystal heart that you sliced off of him. Remember? And the last time we fought a bunch of people. So I don't know if that has any correlation to anything, if they were part of the same thing, but we should look into that.
Nice.
I remember seeing that on one of their bodies, so I would check into that, and I think we should check into something.
I like it.
Soul has went back into his room. He got his great axe, and he came back in here. And he's looking around, and you guys are rummaging through the bodies and whatnot. And he's gonna sleep on the foot of the bed. He just kind of laid down with his great axe.
You look so annoyed. I was about to type in chat, she's annoyed that people are still in her room. She's starting to try to clean up, the blood now. But, why are you all still here?
Phoenix is just gonna grab the horn out of the party sheet, and I'm also going to go to my room and put on my armor and sleep in my armor in case anything pops up again, just for a precaution. I know it's going to be uncomfortable and I'll probably be exhausted the next day, but it's just as extra precaution in case anybody decides to pop by again. So
okay. If you do that, you will have a point of exhaustion for the next day.
I mean, next day,
which means disadvantage on skill checks and such.
I mean, I guess
you can do that. I'm just telling you that's what would happen as a result.
No, I'll just sleep without it on, I think, because I don't want to disadvantage on skill checks because my skill checks are already garbage this game to begin, this session to begin with. So,
and then one follow-up question. You did say that you were going to want to show the horn to the other people there. Were you going to do that before you go to sleep, or?
I was gonna wait until the morning time and bring it up while we're all having breakfast or lunch or whatever, and be like, "Hey guys, this is what thing." Because I'm pretty sure we're probably all freaking exhausted and it's tiring and it's nighttime, and I think people just want to go to sleep. So I'm gonna grab the horn and stack it in my bag basically, and just keep it there.
Okay.
Till tomorrow.
Yeah. As everyone's kind of going separate ways, Phoenix is holding onto that horn you guys found. Did anyone want any of the trinkets you guys found? One's just like a book-sized case that has like a butterfly display of 22 butterflies of exotic origin. You find another that's a jar containing a tiny frog. That's with the help of like Merit and Ina, the kind of magical folk at the moment, able to determine, it has a little like weird minor enchantment on it that will allow this frog will reappear in the jar after a week if you remove it. You got and then one of people had like a rope necklace that had 4 mummified fingers on it. And then there's a bunch of shabby scimitars that are just regular scimitars, but they're worse lefts, and there's a chance that they break if you're using them.
I mean, I don't know if other people have an interest, but Merritt would grab first too. Nobody.
If anyone
Soul's
has any
currently
interest,
sleeping, so he does not care. He is tired and drunk.
Is
And
Samantha soft to anybody else?
You were a little bit soft, but just
on that last
Hey,
one a little bit.
yeah.
I think Mantha's
Okay.
tough. Leave her alone. Don't attack her character like that. God, you guys.
Listen, we can't help Merritt is more worried about his clothes than fighting the people. Trust us,
Okay, he
They
was
were all
worried
dead
about
by
surviving.
the
Yeah.
They were all dead by the time he was worrying about his clothes.
They were all dead, and he had also died for a very brief moment there.
Yes, he died, but with the power of magic and science, he is reborn as Merritt.
Yeah, so Merritt is actually in his room, and grabbing his stuff. And the extra pillows that he got, and he is carrying them down to the communal room.
Nice.
Because he had a bad experience sleeping alone.
I'd say it's okay. I'm laying in bed. I'm like, it's okay, Mary. You can snuggle with me. I don't mind.
Oh, I thought you meant the communal room, like the room we're currently all standing in.
No. It's like
Ina's communal
That's
room.
Ina's
Ina's
communal room. He's about to
The
start
room we're
hitting
in
people
right
if they
now.
don't leave.
Oh yeah. No, he just walks into
I
Ina's
agree.
room like, hey, I had a
Sleepover.
nightmare. Can I sleep with you?
Okay. There
Everyone's
was
like
the one
rummaging
who's
through
sleeping
bodies and shit.
that
Soul
was
walks in with his great
screaming.
axe and goes to sleep.
She might be the only one she allows to stay because he was screaming.
So we have 2 communal rooms: Ina's communal room and
No.
the actual communal
No,
room.
Ina went to start hitting
anyways,
people.
Hey, at least you know
real
Soul's not
quick,
going to piss
Ina,
the bed.
Ina, are you going to just like close that like sliding door, or
Yeah, she's
just
going
leave it?
to try to.
Yeah, so
And try to
you
like
just close it
jam
on
it
the
or something.
dead bodies, so it's on the other side, and
Yeah, that guy's Soul killed.
like along with all the
You
other
could jam
bodies
it
just piled
with
on top.
those with a shabby scimitar, or if you don't have anything else, that'll jam it.
Yeah. Soul, I know you're passing out, but did you want that? You sounded interested in the rope necklace with Mama 5 fingers.
Yeah, Soul will take whatever, but genuinely, as soon as the fight was over, he was like, "Okay, going to get my great axe." And he came back in here, and people were like trifling through bodies and talking, and he was like, "Okay, it seems like everything's fine." And so he kind of just laid down on the end of the bed and passed back out. So, um, everyone knows that Soul is here for money. He said it several times. I'm here to get paid. So anything that is somewhat valuable or interesting, he'll definitely take. But he is asleep and is not calling dibs on anything. So everybody
All right.
else gets to pick
If you
before
are
me.
sleeping,
Well, if
Totally
no one
fine.
else wants it and you are interested, feel free to
asleep.
take it.
She's
Yeah, he
dragging
wake-
you out to the hall, the main hall, not the one with the dead bodies in it. And she leaves.
and she drags him out like another dead body.
Just
You're
leaves
not
him in the
comatose. He'll
hallway.
wake back up if you wake him up.
Yeah, I'm just sleeping. So if you start moving me, I'll wake up.
So you wake up to being dragged out of the room.
Hey, hey, what's happening? Because I can see her.
Yeah.
And I'm holding my axe. What are you doing? What's happening? I'm looking
You
up
may
at
not
you.
sleep here.
What? What? We just killed a bunch of people. I killed a guy outside your room.
She doesn't
Okay.
care. You're being deposited outside. Sorry.
You don't
Uh,
seem that sorry about it. And then he gets up and he
She's
leaves.
definitely not sorry. Me as Ashley is sorry. She's not.
Hey, she doesn't
Ashley
seem
feels
that upset
bad.
about what she's doing. So, and yeah,
and
Oh no,
so
she's definitely
we'll
not.
get up and go back to the room and sleep in his bed.
indeed, while everyone's getting like ready to sleep, uh, what are you doing anything special, or are you just also going to go back to sleep?
Who?
Kendrick, lead.
Oh, Z. Okay. We
I
cannot hear you
think
if you're
you're
talking.
muted if you're talking,
Who, me?
Kendrick.
Kendrick?
Uh,
Sorry,
dead.
There we go.
I was hitting wrong buttons. They kept exiting out of the damn screen.
I'm starting to get worried there.
We're like, did you
I'll
die?
just after searching the bodies and whatnot, I'll just
What not?
wait to see where
What
everybody's going.
Well,
As
it
I'm
seems like most people are going back to the communal room. Ina kicked Soul out of her room and seems to be going back to hers.
I wanted down
You're
to the
about to get
communal room
kicked
with.
out too if you're still in her room.
No, I'm going to the communal room as well.
Alrighty. Well, you're able to go return, and you're all able to go back to sleep. However easy or hard that is, Ina, there is a slight stench to your room. Despite having cleaned up the blood as best you could, there's still a slight lingering odor. Plus, the odor that is wafting through the walls very, very slowly is kind of, it's subtle and you're able to sleep through it, but it's still not a pleasant smell. It's like sleeping in a shabby motel now.
3 of them defecated when
Even
they
more
died.
shabby than it was.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair though, I'm gonna be 100% real with you. The smell wouldn't happen if Soul didn't piss in the hallway.
I
Hey,
mean,
I
that
pissed
might
way
be
down there in
part
the
of it,
hallway,
but-
okay?
No, you pissed right outside
I-
Merritt's room.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He thinks he pissed further down in the hallway. And then
I did also kill somebody outside that room. So the trade-off is worth it. I murder people. Occasionally I get drunk and piss on a wall. Not my fault. It's the heat of battle.
I don't think that worked. Anyways, yeah. So you guys are able to go back to sleep and can finish up your long rest, which you guys are able to complete. And as a part of this, you all level up, even including Barnacle, even though he wasn't there.
Nice.
It's not his fault.
I think it's his fault. Chose to be a religious punk.
He chose to remain in safety while the
He
rest
chose
of
to
us
be
got it.
cheap.
he
Didn't have
chose to
pay
be
for
cheap.
it. That's my only thing I get from my background is I get to stay for free.
I was gonna do that too, but the stupid barkeep wouldn't give me any work. I tried to be cheap, but it didn't work out.
I mean, he
And you bought a bunch of wine, so
yeah,
I don't.
gave you stuff for cheap, but he had to pay.
I
Or
mean, to be
beer,
fair, I mean, to be
probably.
fair, I mean, to be fair, I
Before they
did get. To be fair, I did give him a pouch full of copper coins, so I can't really say much. I gave,
No, you did not give him a pouch full of copper coins. You threw a handful of copper coins into the air like a psycho.
Listen, I
Yeah, you made it hail.
Yeah, you said I'd give him 50 copper or whatever it was. You just shoved it at him. It's degrading, and he started calling him cinnamon. It was bad. Nobody felt good about it.
But like you spelled it with an S. So
Listen, see, I wanted to make him a sugar daddy, you know, because you know.
Ooh.
So,
No,
anyways, you
would
guys
be the
sleep
sugar
and you
daddy.
level
We were
up.
giving him money.
You guys are able to level up. We will be rolling for our health this campaign, but you reroll once.
So,
Thank
are we doing?
You only
Were
roll
you-
it once, or you re-roll it once.
So if you roll a 1 for your health, you will re-roll it.
Okay, awesome.
All right, what die do I roll for that? Just curious.
So for a fighter, it's the same as your hit die, which is going to be a D10.
All right, so let's roll that.
Even if you're not a fighter, it is still the same as your hit die.
Yes, I got 10. Even though I don't actually need health.
So your health is going to end up going up to 19. I'm going to here
Awesome.
drag your thing up to there. It should automatically add the other stuff. And
Awesome.
it's now 19. You do. Yep. It looks like Phoenix, you only get action surge as next thing, which is a really good ability. But next level is when you get to choose your thing.
Yes, I get to choose Eldritch Knight because, you know.
We're going to have to write in some of your stuff if you're still thinking of going with your
Yes,
subclass.
wildfire. You told me to be ready for the spell. I am not ready. I've barely
Well-
looked through half of this list.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kinda with you. It's fine.
Well, it takes you a little bit of time. It's all right.
Anybody
I'm pretty
multi-classing?
sure druids. Well, actually, yeah.
Yeah,
Is
no, I
anyone
just get
multi-classing?
another first level spell slot, so I will just pick one to. Do I just get one more to prepare?
Let me double check.
Hmm.
You choose a number of druid spells equal to your wisdom modifier plus your druid level, so you do get to prepare another spell.
Okay, cool.
So, yes. So it's not as hard. Merit's probably the hardest because Barnacle's also a prepared caster as a cleric.
I can't take sleep. It's not an option. From my wait, I mean,
Multi-class, make it an option.
no.
It's a first level spell. It's amazing. I'm looking at it
Yeah.
right now.
I can't though. It's not a druid spell
Yet.
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 Okay.
Homebrew it.
That's something you have
Bard,
to ask
Sorcerer,
Nick,
Wizard,
not
Twilight
me.
Dominion, Oath of Redemption, Theoctree. Just become a bard, which is actually super helpful.
I mean, I've considered it in the second week campaign, but
Really?
I didn't see the
Probably.
available for it. You think they would put that before all of the stuff it does on D&D
I don't
Beyond?
think I can even be a bard with a 5 charisma. -3 to all my modifiers is kind
I
of
do think the
handicap.
minimum to subclass into other classes to have 13 in their main stats.
If
So
you're
Yeah,
on D&D Beyond,
so
you
no,
can
it's
filter
not.
it by what class it does.
is anyone in need of help leveling up? Do let me know.
Yes. I thought we were
Merit, I
taking
saw.
turns.
That does help too. We could probably take turns. That'll be a lot easier. Merit, it looks like you rolled for your health. Did you already add that to your max? Because that would be
Wait.
+6. Look, I see you rolled a D8 for. I'm assuming that's for your health.
Yeah. That's what I was supposed to roll. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, when you automatically do it, it will automatically add stuff, like health wise, and so you'll just need to adjust.
I wrote how many it added,
Yep.
and then like
I'm more saying this in general for everyone. Sorry.
okay, okay. I'm like, I gave you the information you needed.
So I think my hit dice is a D12. Is that accurate? Is that what that shape is down there?
Yes.
As a
You, as a
barbarian.
barbarian, you get a D12.
I'm doing it now. It's happening. Boom.
7
Nice.
plus your con, which is +4, so you get another 11 hit points.
I changed it. 27.
Okay.
Anything else I need to add? Oh yeah, I got to do the
So
little
if you go up to
micrograph thing.
your
Yeah.
class and level,
Yeah.
click the little hourglass. You should be able to just see your barbarian thing and just grab the little icon behind and just like drag it in back into your
Cool.
level
I
thing as
did it.
well.
Da,
Yep.
da, da.
It will add a little bit of health. You'll have to like adjust it back to what you did before that, which I think was
27.
27.
27.
Got it.
Yeah.
I like 38 better, but I'll take 27.
Next level.
And
Ina,
I got
you
2
got
features. Okay.
So
ooh,
should
got
I?
a max.
Yeah, so nice.
Mhm.
Should I just drag a druid level? Have we coded anything yet
Uh,
for that, or?
so I do not own that book, so I will have to code the specializations after as we do it.
Okay.
Which book is it?
Um, it is Xanathar's guide, I believe, or is it Tasha's? It's one of those two.
Let me look.
She is choosing the Circle of Wildfire, which I do not own the book for, so I'll
Wildfire.
just have
I don't
to.
recognize that one at all.
It's so neat.
It is Tasha's cauldron.
Tasha's okay. So I
Yeah.
should have. Yeah, I have it. So I should be able to.
She gets a little wildfire
Classes.
spirit.
Yeah. Hi,
So she
friend.
is druid. Boom.
So I'll say, Ashley, just in your little level thing, just change the 1 to a 2 rather than drag it in, and we'll add all the health and such later.
Circle of
Okay.
Wildfire. Okay, so here's the. This.
Inventory.
Oh shoot! I can't share it.
I don't know how to make
Can I
it
do
a
it this
2.
way?
It's fine.
Click the
Only
little
for
circle
no.
next to where
Oh,
the on the druid level thing. So that brings up the smaller tab of class and level.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like you did.
Thanks.
Yep. Now add the 11 hit points to your max. I think you're at what is 20, 22 now.
Woo!
Yep.
Doubled. Awesome.
And then into your abilities, I will add the abilities you get, which are Summon Wildfire Spirit and Wild Shape.
Yep.
You also get access to a couple of more spells, or you have 2 spells that you are now always have prepared, it looks like. Yes, that you always have them prepared and they don't count towards your prepared spell list, which is Burning Hands and Cure Wounds.
Oh, cool. I don't have to use Cure Wounds as a prepared spell. I mean, I could prepare
Yes.
one more.
Yep, you'll be able to prepare one more, and I will add, and if you want to add Burning Hands to your spell lists,
I will. It'll take me a little bit, but I will.
and I'm going to go here and write in the other abilities real quick.
Eventually, whenever you're done with everybody, I've got a question about my character as it relates to my race for monk.
Okay. Just give me a
Whenever
second,
you're done.
and I should be able to help.
Yeah. No hurry.
I'll have to create your wildfire spirit. And
But all the coding for them, you'll have access to if you open up the 5e class coding.
Yes.
Class features.
Here's wild shape. Throw them at 2 features.
If she's going to be a wild shaping druid.
Well, she just has the ability to wild shape. It's not as good as Circle of the Moon. It's just something that she can do. She probably won't, but she can.
Yep. To which I will, while you can generally turn into any animals that you have seen and are familiar with, I will ask you to like name a couple that you're like more likely to do, and we'll put those in because I do have the one-click druid that you did download
Oh,
as
you
we
already
started
have
the
it.
session.
Good.
Yep, I did buy that for this specific purpose. For the occasional chances when you do that.
It is amazing.
No,
It makes everything.
yes,
It switches your token,
so
and
much easier.
it tracks all the damage. When you go down to 0 as the animal, it reverts you back. If you take more damage, it applies that damage to you like it should. It's nice.
Mhm.
Really well done.
Yeah. As a part of being a wildfire druid, you have just the regular wild shape, which means at second level, you can turn into an animal that has a max CR of 1/4 that cannot fly or swim. So you could turn into like a regular wolf.
Or horse.
I was thinking of something.
A horse.
A massive horse.
Carry all merit stuff.
Weird.
It only lasts for an hour though, so I wouldn't want
Yep.
super long.
Should be 2 hours, isn't it? Isn't it an hour per level?
I think it's an.
But anyway, yeah, it's not.
Pretty sure it's
It's
like
not
an
long.
hour per level.
Mm.
Yeah, a
2
number of
hours
hours
still
equal
is
to
long
half of your druid level rounded down. So it is an hour
Yes, you're right.
at second level.
I'll
So
never
you are right.
question you again.
I am not often right. Please question me
Okay.
all the time.
So just about done. I do need to code your wildfire spirit, which I will do in a moment. But Z, you had a question.
So does my movement is increased by 10. Part of it is part level 2, my normal movement, and my key point. One of the key point options is to go a little bit further as well. Does any of that affect my flying?
Your unarmored movement increases your speed by 10 feet. It does not say walking speed, so it would increase your fly speed as well.
And then the key movement one. Let's see, what does that do? Give me a second. Step of the wind. Second, you spend 1 key point to take the disengage or dash action part as bonus action. Turning your jump distance is doubled. I don't know if that really affects anything.
I think that would happen as needed, but you can also just fly instead of jump.
Right. Very good.
Mm-hmm. Just you wait. At some point in this campaign, you will need to jump for whatever reason and not be able to fly, and it'll come in handy then.
Works for me.
After he gets captured and they cut off his wings.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's a dark. That would be dark to explain in a D&D story.
Y'all immediately took that to a dark fucking place.
Yeah.
Exactly.
How else are we gonna do Hot Wing Wednesday?
Oh my god.
I'll bring the hot sauce.
Trust me, Zeke, you're gonna love Buffalo Wild Wings. Just come on in.
So I guess real quick for Zeed, did you roll for your health already?
No, I did whatever it did. It does it automatically, doesn't it? Or did it?
It'll automatically add a certain amount, but
it gave me 7. I don't know what the norm is on the. What am I? An 8? I'm an 8, right?
Yep. You roll a D8 and you'll get D8 plus 2. If you roll a 1, you'll re-roll it.
A second. Oh, nice.
Nice. So you got 10 health that time.
I had, yeah. So I need 20 instead of 17.
Yep. There we go. Nice.
Oh, you got it. Very good.
2 people who rolled max.
Vigorous as fuck.
Yep.
Yo, I
So
figured
that
out how
is
to add a
everyone
spell
but
slot. Woo! Sorry.
Barnacle. Did you take? Do you need help with anything, or did you finish up everything already?
I did finish up everything. I have sadly did not roll max. I rolled exactly what the Midland was, so nothing changed. And but I do get a cool thing that lets me, whenever I do, what's it called, lightning or thunder damage, I can use my channel divinity to make it max damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah. All right, and with that, I think everyone is leveled up. Merritt, have you figured out your spells yet?
I figured out my spells. I have not figured out something else that I'm currently typing to you about.
Understood.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. Wow.
I have the link in my ability, but in my abilities, but, like it's kind of.
So Soul as a
Oh, it's in
barbarian, he
alphabetical
doesn't have to
order.
pick
That's
till
why
level
it's
3,
weird.
right? Does he pick his thing at level 3, right?
I picked mine at level 3 as well, so I'm a fighter.
Didn't give me the option to pick anything. I got 2 feats and some life.
Damn it.
You got reckless attack now, don't you?
That was one of the feats it gave me.
Nice.
Nice.
Yep, it gave me 2 feats, and where are my feats at? No.
Mhm.
Hey,
Uh,
Nick, do I get
I believe you
anything?
got danger set. Sorry, what was that
Danger
again?
sets.
I was saying, do I get anything other than action surge, or do I just
I
get
believe
action
at
surge?
second level you just get action surge.
Okay.
Fair, it's a
But
very
that at the same time that does allow you to just take another action, like when you want to on your turn.
So what you're saying is I can bonk somebody, then bonk and stab them again. Fair enough.
Yeah. Or like say you need to dash to someone, you can do that, and then use your action surge to then attack them.
Oh, okay. I've never played
at higher
fighter.
levels when you have multi-attack. You'll be able to use your multi-attack and then action surge and do your multi-attack again.
Oh wow. Yeah, I've never played a fighter before, so first time. Normally I play rogues or I play bards. Yes, horny bards. Don't talk about it. Seducing dragons and stuff.
Only if
I
you
mean,
want to.
You said don't talk about it, and then immediately talked about it.
Yeah, but no, it's a really cool and fairly. I mean, you can you get back on a short rest and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fighters can hit things a lot as they get higher and higher level.
So, Soul, do you have a section in your actions page for barbarian?
1 second. I do. Barbarian action / effects.
So if you click spells on the right side of the screen to open up the spell list.
Where's that? Like in a tab somewhere?
Yeah, under character, background, classes,
My main
feats.
page?
No, all the way on the right side of the entire screen of Fantasy Grounds.
Oh.
The little wizard hat.
Character spells. Yes.
So if you open that up, type danger and hit enter
Okay.
in the search bar.
Did that?
Do you have anything on top?
No. It is blank.
Okay. So Nick, you want to add danger sense to his under 5e effects coding class features?
It's here. I have it already.
Oh,
I
it's
don't
already
know if that's
listed in the
accurate or
effects?
not. Yeah, so if I'm under at barbarian actions,
Yes.
I have danger
Okay.
sense and reckless attack.
Perfect. So click
So
danger sense and add it to the combat tracker.
yep. Yeah.
It's a little
Click on the
Combat
effects because it'll automatically apply it to yourself.
Yep.
Oh.
Perfect.
So now, since danger sense is always active,
Yep.
it's just whenever you have to make a dex save, you have advantage and it'll automatically apply it.
Okay, so every time
Reckless
I start, I just
attack.
click that.
Yes.
I
It'll
choose
For
be
to.
reckless
there all the
attack,
time. As long as you don't take it off, you never have to add it again.
I will
Yep.
never take it off because I don't know how.
reckless attack is something that when you take your attack action, you can declare it beforehand and then just apply the effect and it'll apply your things.
Yeah.
Do keep in mind the advantage to attack does only apply on your turn.
Yes. You have to
So if you and then people have advantage to attack you. So if you reckless attack on your turn, then make an opportunity attack, the reckless does not apply. So you have to just keep aware of it.
Yep. At what point do I get extra attacks? Because at this point I just have the 1.
5.
5th level.
5. All right, cool.
Yeah. Phoenix has
You
a
survived that long.
feat that allows him to make his attack as a bonus action,
I know.
and
He's a
then Zed is
fighter.
a
Fighters
monk
are awesome.
who's gets a bonus action
Oh, yeah.
attack.
Nope, I know. I know all about those coolio things.
And then you hit really hard.
That's the goal. Oh, I'm not muted anymore. I'm going back to mute so I can
It's
sing my
okay.
songs
Hear
privately.
your impromptu solo.
Alrighty, we're just
singing
about
Never with
done
an
leveling up,
expert.
everybody. Yeah.
What the dog doing?
So, in the
Yep, we're
moment of
just
silence,
about.
we can go ahead and take our break if you're ready.
Oh,
DM,
yep,
if
it
this
is
is good for
8:30.
you. And the
This
dog
is a
is
very good spot.
chilling, way in the back on his larger bed.
Nice.
Out of camera view right now.
Doggo.
All right, be back in 10 minutes, folks.
Alrighty, see you guys in 10 minutes. Actually, a chance to.
It did, given the fact that I have like a whole fucking 60,000 square feet of property to go with it.
There you go.
So, like, with
What is
today's
that?
house, 60,000 square feet is pretty much the backyard. Then I have a 25,000 square foot house.
Hmm.
So it's relatively big. It's a 3-bedroom house, but we converted one of the bedrooms into the dining room.
Ooh.
So it's a 2-bedroom, 1 dining room, 1 kitchen, fully equipped kitchen. Nice counter space. Like the counters wraps all around the kitchen and into the hallway. It's amazing.
All right, and we are back.
Hello.
Boom.
Hello. Welcome back, everybody. Hey,
Everybody
Honey
is
Badger
leveled up.
Sven.
Waiting on you.
Yes, sir.
Nick, take it away.
Quick.
Right. Alrighty. Well, as you guys all rest, the rest of the night passes uneventfully. You guys are able to sleep the rest of the night. And you wake up feeling refreshed.
With the smell of blood in the air?
I
Oh,
mean,
thank
Ina's really the only one who can smell it at the moment because the body's got all piled into the secret hallway, and you guys close that.
Yeah.
She's the one sleeping next to it. You guys are relatively okay where you are at in the communal room.
So I wake up.
Yeah. You guys wake up. What are you guys doing?
Well, when everybody gets awake, I'm going to show them the horn and see what they think. So tell them we found this. So when everybody, I guess, gathers down inside the dining hall down there.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, once we gather down in the dining hall, Merritt is going to make a complaint to the innkeeper of, hey, why are there secret tunnels leading to our rooms that people attacked us from?
So, before you
Right,
head down and Phoenix is like showing this around to everyone, Merritt, give me an Arcana check.
Oh gosh.
Because, in the back of your mind, you've had some stuff. And Phoenix, if are you proficient in Arcana?
I believe so, yes. Let me check to be sure. Yes, I'm proficient on Arcana.
Give me a check as well, because you looked at it previously as well. And you spent some time with it. Phoenix is still kind of stumping you, unfortunately, and yeah, as you ask for more help, Merritt kind of comes back over. Remembering something that he had seen in the the dim lights the night before, comes, gives it a look over again, and Merritt, you realize that this is a horn of silent alarm.
Horn of silent alarm?
I hope you're about to tell me what it is.
Yeah, same.
Yep. This horn has 4 charges. When you use an action to blow it, one creature of your choice can hear the horn's blare, provided the creature is within 600 feet of the horn and not deafened. No other creature hears sound coming from the horn. The horn regains 1d4 expended charges daily at dawn. Yeah, it's a common magic item.
Like a really fancy dog whistle.
Do you need to be attuned
Now, I guess the
to
question
it?
is, do you tell everyone? Merritt.
Yeah, he's going to wait until Phoenix brings it up at the table though, so that he can look smart, telling everybody, oh, actually, this is a
Well, he's
horn
asking
of
there in the
alarm.
room as you all are kind of waking up and getting ready to go down for whatever you're planning to do.
Well, yeah.
You can bring it up later if you want.
Yeah. I just say, if you know what it is, we'll talk about it over breakfast, I guess.
Well, so I don't forget, I have identified it in your inventory, Phoenix.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah. You guys go down the stairs to the main room. I'll just throw everyone there again.
So Soul has a morning routine where he gets up with the
Mhm.
sun And he goes on a jog and he does some jumping jacks and he does burpees and things like that. So Soul will be probably up before most people, and he'll be entering the room around the time that everybody else gets there for breakfast, or when he assumes people will be eating breakfast. He comes in all sweaty with his great axe.
Also, I'd like to, before I head down, equip my armor as well. Put my armor back on.
Yep. Yep. Everyone's able to do so now. It's you have the time to do so. For those of you who wear armor and we had taken it off for the night
I-
before, do you remember to equip
I
it
put
again?
it back on.
Yeah,
gonna-
same.
Barnacle, so you can see the room still. Um. Yeah, you guys come down. Soul, you had woken up earlier, gone for a jog. In the early morning. Did you go fairly far, Soul, when you go for your
No.
jog, or you keep kind of close
So
to the inn?
normally I would go on a decent jog, run pretty far, but because we got attacked last night, I'm not going to do as much of a jog as I am just going to do some hot laps around the house. So around the inn itself.
Okay.
I'll give the inn like 10, 20 feet, and I'll just
Um.
do 5 or 10 laps around the inn until I feel pretty heavy and out of breath. I'm used to running and being physically in shape, so I'm just going to do some jogging around the inn. And then after every lap, I'll stop and do 5 or 10 push ups and then jog some more and then do some burpees and then jog some more.
Okay. While you're doing that, give me this check real quick.
Okay. Boom.
Okay. Yeah.
I see some things.
Actually, well, not much.
If-
You you being from a farm would be aware,
Yeah.
that a lot of the villages, especially farmers, are up early. Same time as you are, getting up and getting doing your little workout. Um, but as you're kind of like glancing around, you don't see a lot of people, but then again, you're kind of keeping close in. You do see, like, in the distance, there's this kind of butcher who has like a pen of animals kind of across the street, and you do see what looks to be the farmer, the butcher, the guy who's in charge of that house, tending to the animals kind of in the distance. And you can see that he like takes notes of you and is keeping his distance.
But I get the general
But
feeling that the farmers suck here. Is that what you're saying? Like they don't seem to be doing their jobs properly? Is that the
quite
feeling I
possibly.
get or no? Okay.
I mean,
They're
But
not
they
you
out in
seem
the
just you don't
kind of
field.
see a lot of people. You don't see, like, you like saw some fields on the way in. You're
Weird.
pretty sure some people have like houses closer here
Yeah.
that might have fields out there. You don't really see a lot of people
Yeah.
traveling or getting up early and moving from, at least from where you are when you're out and about. But you do see, like, the one close guy tending to his animals in the morning.
Okay.
I sent you a DM, Nick. A whisper.
Yes.
I'll come in and order whatever breakfast is and a beer and sit down. Sweaty and gross. And I look over at Merritt. And oh, never mind. That's Phoenix. It's not Merritt.
Merritt is
Food.
at the counter trying to lodge a complaint.
You're bitching at the
So
bartender.
as you come down
It's
and
not bitching if you're right.
Soul comes back in, you do see that the manager, or not the manager, like the bartender who you'd seen the day before is there, and he wasn't there when Soul like stuck out to do his routine, but he's there when you all come down. Here, actually. like everyone give me a roll.
Gave you one.
Uh,
Boom, boom, boom.
Does he look surprised when he sees all of us coming down the stairs?
Z, do you have a roll? Kendrick,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
you have a roll? Yeah, I mean, as you guys come down the stairs, and a moment after, you hear Soul kind of walk in through the front door. He's he's greeting you guys. It's like, good morning, my friends. How may I help you? What breakfast would you guys like? We had, couldn't heat up some stew, from last night, or I think I have a porridge almost ready. But it might be a few minutes. How may I help you? Sleep well?
We most certainly did not. Sorry.
Ena's
Did you
blood.
know that there's
You good?
secret passages leading to the rooms? Did you know that? And in the night, these guys came in and tried to put bags over our heads and take us away. And did you know that? This is me officially lodging a complaint.
Phoenix is just gonna get up and walk over to Merritt and tell him, "Calm down now. It's okay."
It's not
I
okay,
refuse.
actually.
It is not okay.
I know it's not okay, but it's yelling at the guy ain't gonna solve the issue, Merritt. Ain't gonna solve
Oh no,
anything, Merritt.
he's more yelling like he's freaking out.
Yeah, I know, but freaking out
less-
isn't going to make it any better, Merritt. You gotta
It's not
approach
like
these
you
things.
can control it, though.
Yeah, no, it's understandable. But...
I didn't
In the
I
middle
didn't
of
know he had
minutes. Go
didn't
ahead.
know he had Karens and Kevins in D&D too.
Yeah, right.
In the middle of Merritt's rant
Okay,
about
you
being
guys,
kidnapped.
it's not being a Karen if someone snuck into your room and tried to kidnap you. I'm sorry. If
I
you're not
agree.
upset about that, then there's
I
something
agree.
wrong with you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Ina thought it
Meanwhile,
was
Ina just quietly took out all the people and
Oh
tried
yeah,
to
didn't
no,
try and-
Ina is not part of the sample size here.
Ina
Oh,
She's
says,
gonna
didn't-
talk
they
about
didn't
she's
try
been
and
sleeping before.
Ina says it's
Didn't
not being
try
a
and kidnap
Karen.
me.
Ina says it's not being a Karen if they try to kidnap you. Then so goes, yeah, and someone pissed all over the wall in the hallway. A bunch of degens. I think we all get free breakfast.
I was
Free
gonna
breakfast
say,
for sure.
I was gonna say, Ina thought it was room service at first, so we can't really say much.
Is it her fault that she thought it was room service? No.
Room
Well,
service with a sword. But yes, guys, yelling at the nice bar guy ain't going to
Nice?
solve anything.
Nice? He owns this place.
Stick them on us. What are you talking
He
about?
probably knows it's there. He probably took money, those guys, to go and try to kidnap us. I don't feel bad for him at all.
So, are you actually saying this?
No.
Okay.
There were like 20
so
guys
between-
there.
Between
And-
Merritt and Saul and Phoenix,
She's mostly just there to inform the room service that you ordered is dead in the hallway because they tried to touch me without my consent.
The room service thing you ordered is dead.
Is the thing in front of me like the taps for the bar?
I just,
those are some empty mugs.
Oh,
I,
damn.
ju-
Are
I
they
just,
taps down here?
I,
Are these the
I,
taps? Soul's making
No,
himself a
so the
beer.
taps are kind of like here, like where these barrels are. Is roughly where the taps are.
Okay, fuck that. Soul's walking behind the bar and he's making himself a beer.
I was gonna say I'm just sitting there while I see Mary jumping up and down, yelling at the guy. I'm just like, calm down now.
But yeah, he lets all of you like kind of talk over to GR. He does notice you as you come around the corner, but he doesn't stop you.
Soul's like,
I'm
no,
gonna-
they got a point. They got a good point there.
So I'm gonna stop consoling Merritt and be like, "Soul, make me a beer as well, please."
I'll grab you a beer.
I'll drop some copper on the bar for the beer, so he doesn't
Sweet.
think I'm stealing it.
Soul picks
For
the
me.
copper and puts it in his pocket. And he hands you the beer he was pouring himself. He gets a mug for himself. Did anybody else want a free beer on the house after last night's shenanigans?
He's just over here like,
No one says anything, so then Soul walks away. Gives Phoenix his beer, and he takes his beer, and he goes
Yeah,
back.
I'm
to
just
the table.
I'm just sitting at the bar shaking my head, basically, like, yeah.
Well, with that the bartender turns back to Merritt and Nina and is like, I am so sorry to hear you said they were dead.
Well, they're dead
I'm-
now.
But I'm glad you were able to take care of such a unforeseen intrusion. What do you mean, secret hallway?
he's gonna at least pretend.
Do you
he
want to
doesn't.
see? I mean,
Of
you
course,
should
of
know
course,
about
show
something
me.
like this in your establishment. Ina, come with me.
Okay, she's coming with Merritt.
He's not going
Merritt is
alone.
like awakening her mother instincts, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, this
So
poor
the bartender will follow you upstairs. You, Merritt and Ina.
Merritt goes to his room, and he never closed the secret tunnel last night, so it
No.
should still be open.
As you guys are
and it
leaving,
is.
Soul goes, "Hey, be careful up there. Just holler if you need anything."
Don't worry, I will.
Ooh,
Screaming at the
Hmm.
first sign of
that.
danger.
Hey,
is
take
his
the horn
special-
with you and blow the horn if you get in trouble.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, good call, good call. Here, I'll give you my horn, and you can blow it and signal me or Soul if you need us.
Oh, I'll be there in a second. Don't you worry.
Somehow
As soon as this
Ina
guy goes
doesn't
upstairs, I'm
believe
going to
him
make myself
as he's
stew.
having more
It's a good
beer.
thing this group doesn't pay attention to double entendres at all.
So you take the horn. He follows you upstairs. You show him your room, and it's like, how? What? I thought these rooms were starting to seem shallower.
You
Is that
should
all you have to
known.
say, sir? You didn't
Well,
hear any construction in the middle of the night?
Can
Sorry,
I?
no, that's
does
just me
he-
ranting. Ina's
Does
not
he
saying
like
anything.
actually seem surprised by this?
Give me an insight check.
Oh, I'm not good at insight, but you know,
I
Merritt is
am.
looking for it. He's like,
Ina
dude,
is
this guy
too.
should know.
She nearly got murdered. Wait, I'm not that good.
If you're also looking for it, feel free to because you can be watching him, and even though you aren't necessarily saying anything, Ina. So if you want to give an insight check, feel free.
It looks like I already gave.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I don't know.
So
what
between
that
the
first one was.
so seeing both your rolls,
Sorry,
You
I'm
can
used
tell.
to just throwing it in the tower whenever Nick says, "Hey, give me this check." I'm like, "Great, tower."
Perfect. Yeah, you can tell that he's hiding something. That he doesn't actually seem surprised, but he seems to be playing at it. There's just something off about how he's been speaking, I guess, about this whole situation. And it's like, as you know, it's like, yeah, that's shallower than it should be. Do you know which room that seems to lead to, or is it just like a hidey hole?
The owner of this fine establishment just used the word hidey hole.
Well, you can go in there and look for yourself, but it led to my room. It led to her room. I'm guessing since the hallway went down longer, that it went to other rooms.
Ah.
There is a table and chairs in there though, so somebody's been in there for a while. I'm guessing.
So you did notice where the table and chairs were. There was a door that was kind of right there that
Oh,
you
was
guys were
there?
able to figure out that led into the hallway.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I didn't realize that there was a door there, and it
Yeah.
leads into the hallway right here.
Oh, right. That's because it's one of my doors I never fixed.
His secret doors.
Yes. Yep. Oh. Now we did have. Well, this was a room that was rented out for a while. Though I don't. Well, the person who was staying there is no longer here. So,
If
they
it was
were here for
rented
a very
out
long
for a
time.
while, if it was rented out for a while, do you have some sort of record of who it was?
Oh, yes. I would have to go check. I believe I was on my trip when this happened, or when they were here. I would have to go double check my records downstairs.
Okay, can you also ask the other people that tend to this place? If you were on a trip, then they would have seen him, right? Seen the people that did this to us?
But I mean, probably I will. I'll certainly ask.
Don't
And
you
he's
guys
not
have a
gonna
room full
ask.
of bodies up there somewhere?
Yeah, we got a room full of
You could
bodies.
just be like, it
You
was
never,
those guys.
yeah, you never actually showed him the bodies. You just like pointed to the
Oh,
hallway,
Yeah,
showed him
just-
this room, or like pointed which room it was.
oh yeah. And do you recognize? Here, come, go in the secret ring. Look, those are the guys that did it. Those are the people that tried to kidnap us. Do you know those people? Do they live here? Have you met them? Did they steal? Did they steal? Stay here? I can't say that word. I'm sorry.
Well, no, I can't say I do recognize. Can't say I recognize them. No. Yeah, no. They had those. I mean, they had like they look like they had those faces that are like vaguely recognizable, but at the same time couldn't place it. And going off of your insight checks from earlier, he's just kind of bullshitting you at the moment. Like you both can fully tell he's bullshitting you. Some of it might be partially true, but like someone possibly renting their room out for a long time. But
Ina's gonna pull out her quarterstaff and tell him honesty is a virtue, sir.
Shit, that's so cool. I'm sorry.
make an intimidation check.
Oh no, this is not going to go down well. Guys, look at this
And you can like roll it
-3.
outside of the
Oh
tower.
my gosh.
Hey, a natural 20 minus
That's
3 for
20.
17.
-3.
Yeah. So as you kind of say this and kind of threaten him with your I just want to call it a bonk stick now.
It is. It's
With
a
your
bone
quarterstaff.
stick. Call it whatever you want.
You do watch and see like because you're like standing in the hallway now. Here, if we were to, I'll just bring you guys back up to where you would have been up here on the second floor. Barnacle ring. Do. Up here in like the second floor as I throw you all in. Yeah, you're just like, you're in the hallway, upstairs, like he's like next to the bodies, and you're like, standing there next to him, Merritt behind you. And you watch as he does take like a step back as you do this. But true,
Yeah,
Alexei about you.
and you should know, she took out 6 of those guys on her own in that pile.
Not even 6 bodies.
There's like still there are exactly 6 bodies.
Yeah, she took out all 6 of those guys on her own. You should believe her.
She's like her bond stick like where she's like pointing at him has like a little bit of blood left on it. Well, yes, no. Oh, I do believe you. I will go check those records right now and get you that name of who rented out this room.
I don't believe him.
She
He's
doesn't
saying
either,
this
that's
quietly after he walks off or something.
Well, I mean, like he's kind of standing there looking to see if you'll let him past you to walk back down the hallway.
God, it's so tempting to murder Hobo.
She'll let him.
What?
It is unresolved. She's not gonna stay here another night, but like
he walks back down the hallway. A moment later, I mean, I'm assuming you guys are also going to go back downstairs.
Yeah.
A moment later, you see the bartender come down, and then like a second later, the other 2 follow. The bartender kind of walks past everybody and then heads into the back room here, where you know he went to like where the kitchen should be. Here, I should be able to fix this door real quick. So, if I click the right thing, I'll have the proper door there. Yep. If I can get this back to the right size so I can see what I'm doing. Soul, I see you standing next to the...
Yeah, I sent you a whisper. As soon as he goes upstairs, Soul's like, fuck this noise, and he's going to cook some eggs in the kitchen.
Okay. When you go to the door, give me a quick strength check.
Sounds good. I was like, if that door's locked...
if you want.
I was like, if that door's locked, Soul's going to give it a swift kick in the face. He does not
I mean,
care.
it is locked, but you might be able to very easily brute force it open.
Soul does not care about the integrity of this bar any longer.
You just full on break the door open.
And I'm going back and I'm cooking. So when he gets down here, I will be in the middle of cooking breakfast, unless there's like a crazy dragon in this room or some shit.
Yeah, nope. There's currently no one in the room. You do see there's another door, which you're in the room, which I'm also going to fix because for whatever reason, when I first made this map, I made the doors in such a way that they didn't want to actually work.
Nick and his magical doors.
Yeah, I'm not stealing anything. Oh, I mean, I'm sort of stealing things, but it's just eggs. I have a big pan, and I've cracked. There's how many people in our group? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I have 12 eggs because that's 2 eggs a person. And I'm just making some scrambled eggs, and I have it in a big pan. And I'm leaving with the scrambled eggs when he comes in. Oh, hey, made some breakfast for everybody because you were up doing other stuff.
Oh well, I mean, you could have just heated up the stew that was in the pot right there.
I don't want any of that stew. I don't trust it. It seems yucky. And then I just keep walking by him.
Okay.
Yep, I'm sitting at the bar, just waiting for the eggs here. And when he brings the eggs back to the table, I'm going to move over to the table and have a seat and start munching on some eggs.
Yeah, I bring it. I just have the one big pan because I don't want to do dishes.
Yeah, no, just
Who paid for this? The nights here. Did we all pay individually?
I'm gonna take some of this bread that's on the table here and slap some eggs on it and make like an egg sandwich.
Wait, didn't somebody pay for other people's rooms? I know that Merritt got his
Me,
own room.
no, man, I paid for my food. I'm actually not sure that I ever paid for the room.
I paid for my room. I paid for my room and the thing. He took
Maybe I'm just thinking of the food.
Yeah.
It was like 4 copper for
Yeah.
Or whatever we need to.
2 copper for a
Yeah,
common and 4 for a single room, something like that. It was
Yeah.
crazy cheap.
Yeah.
It was very cheap, yeah.
Yeah, he said. I think Nick said.
Why it was so cheap now?
I think Nick said in the last campaign that the food was included with the room. So.
Mhm.
Yeah. He didn't say anything about charging her for breakfast. Yeah. So Soul comes back in with eggs for everybody. Soul, you said you made enough. No, he is not.
Yeah, I made 2 eggs per person. Did Z? Did you get my my secret whisper I sent to you a day ago? You never responded, so I wasn't sure.
Probably not. I'm gonna say I actually did not see a whisper from you in the last 5 minutes. But let me look.
I sent one. It doesn't say when I sent it. It just shows that I sent it before they went upstairs.
Oh, it's just in the thing now. It doesn't come up on the screen
Oh, no
anymore.
worries.
Apparently.
I was just saying if you would
Like,
go.
find it.
Yeah, I was just saying if he would go get Barnacle because he can fly and he's way faster than all of us.
Where the heck? All right, so you want me to put you on the pen and party sheet?
I was just asking, hey, can you fly over and get Barnacle from the temple and tell him to come back to the dining hall? You can fly, so I know you're faster than me, and I told you I'd cook you some breakfast and.
Oh, Barnacle's still at the temple. That's right. Yeah, I will zip over there and see if he's willing to let me.
Okay. You step out and you fly over to where the temple is. While you're out doing that, Ina and Merritt, are you guys going to enjoy some eggs while you wait for the bartender to return?
Oh
She will
yeah,
actually for one.
At
As soon
this
as
point,
if
Merritt
they come back,
has made a scene and knows that like and thinks that this bartender is hiding something. So now he is refusing to eat anything that the bartender makes.
yeah. So when you guys come back downstairs, like if the bartender's not with them, because obviously he wasn't, but when I come out with the eggs and I sit down, if everybody's at the table, I'm just gonna be like, I'm not eating anything that guy gives me. I don't trust him. That's why I made these eggs myself. You don't have to worry. They might taste like shit, but they're not poisoned. I'll eat a big bite of them before I serve it to anybody, so people
on
trust
the
them.
same page here.
So just for the sake of argument, Zed is flying still. I have not been there for him bringing the eggs out yet, right?
Yeah. So you're currently like almost at the temple,
right?
Because he asked you to go, then he went to make the eggs, then everyone came down. We did this a little out of order.
When Phoenix is going to take some of this bread that's lying on his table and kind of tear it apart and make an egg sandwich and offer it to anybody who wants them to make them an egg sandwich.
Okay. So while you four are eating, waiting for Zed and Barnacle to return, and as well as on the barkeep to come out from the back. So Zed, you reach the temple. It's not too far, and you've being able to fly over the little pond they have in the center of town. If you were to look at the map,
as I am humming to myself,
Are you going to like fly and are you going to go to like the little front gate of the temple, or are you going to fly over the wall they have and just straight to the temple?
No, I'll go down and go to the front gate. I don't need any crazy cleric archers being stupid.
So yeah, you fly over, and the gate is being opened around this time. There's a few acolytes there. As you approach, you can see that it's been open probably recently within the past hour or so.
Cool.
Yeah. You go in.
Yes, very good.
Yep. You go. They let you in. Early. There's only really the acolytes there. As you kind of walk in through the front doors, you're greeted by the priestess who kind of talked to mainly Barnacle yesterday, but you kind of were there. Priestess Misha. I was like, oh, hello.
Hello.
I remember seeing you yesterday with Brother Barnacle.
Yes.
How may I help you?
I'm seeking Brother Barnacle right now.
Oh, is he not with your other friends? He left earlier this morning.
I did not know that. But thank you for the information. I will also flip you a silver coin because I'm generally in favor of the religion people. Barnacle's rubbing off on me. But anyway,
Marlene appreciates your donation.
And then I will zip back out, do my Superman pose, and fly up into the air.
Superman pose, and then you're with your actual wings.
Right, or the Matrix pose, either way. Anyway, so yeah.
It's a bird. It's a plane. Wait, no, it's just seed.
It is a bird.
It is a bird, yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yes,
you're able to fly back.
I will fly back using the route that we went last time to just kind of watch and see if I see Barnacle along the way, because he certainly wasn't back at the.
Right. Give me a quick perception check. Oh, I think I hit. Nope.
You did.
I did have it hide. You got a 6. That one I didn't mean to not hide.
I'm distracted by the beautiful clouds in the sky and the magnanimous power of my wings.
It's a nice flight. It's a good morning flight.
Wait,
we're already back. Yeah. So you don't see Barnacle. You get fairly checked on the way back, and you walk back in.
When I get back to the inn, is he inside the inn?
No, actually, but you see your 4 other friends. I
will
having
stop
a meal as you walk in.
I will stop suddenly and stare, mouth agape, in disgust and horror as I see them eating eggs in front of me.
I forgot about that.
You see the hackles in the back of my neck stand up for a little bit. I will make my way over to the table and sit down, brooding.
Phoenix will just
do Aarakocra hatch from eggs?
Yes.
Bird, I don't know. I assume we do.
They are full on bird people, so they would hatch from eggs.
They don't suckle at their mother's breast.
No.
Well, I don't know.
That would be very painful.
I was asking.
I know shit about Aarakocra.
Phoenix is just going to giggle to himself and offers to eat some eggs.
Well, so as you're offering the eggs to the brooding Zeed, you guys have been, you've been waiting for a few minutes, having enjoyed a meal. You're about halfway through. The bartender has not returned, and as you're kind of realizing this, the whole building starts to shake.
Oh,
that's not good. That's not good at all.
Turns
and
out
it starts to shake, and it starts to shake very violently, and then it starts to collapse.
Fuck that.
What are you guys doing as the building starts to shake violently and then collapse in on you guys?
Run. I'm running.
Yeah, no.
Running.
Like even though, and the floor
Everyone running
also
back
is
out the
like
door.
starting to like collapse under you. So like not only you have stuff coming above, the floor starting to break out from under you.
I will hover.
As y'all get up and start running, I'm going to need people to make acrobatics or athletics checks. Your choice.
I would like to
As you
use
see.
my athletics.
I do have a question for you.
This is a
So-
DC 12, by the way.
Oh my goodness.
Do you want us all to
Shit.
just run and give you a
Yeah,
check?
we
to
should.
see?
I literally just made the DC 12 check. Oh god.
Yep, just roll it in the chat. Because I'm giving you
You
guys
know what,
options,
guys?
I'm having you guys just roll it.
Sounds good.
You know what? Inspiration. I think
Um,
this is not having a building collapse.
I agree.
Okay.
I'm going to do the same. That's all bad.
Do I
Oh,
did
it's
I
worse.
roll well
Oh,
enough
thank God.
Oh, well, Mary.
to my question is, do I think casting Entangle would help the situation? Probably not.
Let me read a table real quick. Do
Wait, which one?
Do I think it would help the situation? I love how that's
Grass
worded.
and weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square starting from a point within range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground and the area into difficult terrain.
I was just thinking
So
more
that
like
actually
I don't
would
know
help.
where this is collapsing to.
So that would actually help. You can cast it on like the ground between you guys, between where you guys are and where the door is, to make sure that the ground is not collapsing. And give Merritt, who's currently the only one who has failed, another chance to make his roll.
Okay, yeah, she'll do that.
Yep.
Okay, guys.
Do you remember to
Well,
mark off your spell slot?
Yes.
It is also make it a little easier for Merritt. I will say the DC is now 10.
Seeing that Merritt trips on something collapsing, she plants her hand on the ground, which maybe she doesn't because she's very tall. It's easy with Kithri, but and just all of these vines erupt from the ground and start slowing down the collapse of the ground. So hopefully we can
Oh,
make it.
it's okay,
Alright,
guys.
roll
I'm
one more
not
time.
proficient in acrobatics or athletics, and I've got the same bonus. So we're gonna see if athletics are gonna be nice this time.
You just gotta make a 10.
Yeah,
There
made
you
a 10.
go. As you
He needed
slip
the
in
help.
your chair, like kind of collapse due to the shaking, you're you're struggling to like get up, but then as Ina rolls out the green carpet for you, you just get up and just start sprinting, and managing to use the vines she grows out of the wood as your footholds to just sprint out the door, and join everyone else that had already made it. And just as you escape, the building like kind of finishes collapsing and has sunk almost into the ground, like it's collapsed, but it's almost like into a sinkhole. To where the top of the rubble is roughly equal to where you're standing.
Oh well.
Yeah.
How far around the inn does the
As
sinkhole
they
appear to
best they
be?
can tell, it's just the footprint, give or take a few feet. About 5 feet, I guess, around where it is. The footprint of the inn itself. So if you were to scroll out, if I were to take you all outside, it's kind of where you all end up. Just outside the door, as the building has since collapsed.
Are like the corners on the sinkhole like kind of neat? Or
Give me an investigation check.
Hmm,
I can push it to you if you would like.
it's okay. Oh,
I already clicked.
I know you did.
So while they do look a little rounded, just from the nature of how it's has sunk in, Um, it does look neat. In fact, actually, it strikes you as something unnatural, something magical, probably triggered this or did this somehow. It's too neat to be just force of nature.
Okay, so you guys didn't see what Ina and I saw upstairs, but that guy was
Soul
totally
starts running
sketchy,
around the building.
and this can't be an accident.
Hmm.
Okay, where did he go? Why did it start collapsing all of a sudden? And those
So as you
corners
start kind of
certainly.
lapping the rubble, you can actually see across from where it is, just from the nature of how the rubble is. It's kind of sunk into the ground.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're able to give it a run around.
I'm looking for the bartender. I'm seeing if he jumped out of the kitchen window or one of these back windows. That's all I'm looking for.
Okay.
The barkeep. Did I see him on my hot lap or no?
Well, give me a quick perception check here.
Sounds good. Ooh.
You do not see the bartender in the rubble.
So Soul comes back around the building and he stops and he goes,
You do
"Hey,
see a few limbs, but it looks to be, but you easily discount. Oh, those are like the limbs from the pile of bodies we left upstairs.
So Soul goes, "Hey, I don't see that bartender fuck anywhere either. I'm almost certain this is the work of the townspeople. I think we should get out of here." And then I look at Zed and I go, "Hey, is Barnacle headed back?" I know I asked you to go get him a couple hours, not a couple hours, a couple of
Couple
minutes ago.
hours.
A couple of minutes ago. I know I asked you to get him a couple of minutes ago. He should be here by now, right? You saw him coming home? Or coming back here, I mean?
Zed, we can't hear you if you're talking.
Sorry, wasn't.
You're good.
I was trying to pair a set of headphones. I didn't realize you.
Oh, my
I
bad.
get it. What was your question? I'm sorry.
I was just asking. I know you went to go get Barnacle. Is he headed back? Did you catch him on the way over here? Because
Did
we haven't
not
seen him.
find. No, after I did not find him. He'd already left earlier in the morning, but I didn't see him on the flight over, and I don't see him here, so I do not know where he is.
Oh, man.
Look,
He left? Who told you
Barnacle's
he left?
What's that?
I said, who told you he left?
Oh, the priestess at the
I don't know
temple.
I don't know if I trust anyone here, guys.
I think that that bartender, if they had been able to kidnap Ina and myself, he would also tell you that we just left in the middle of the night. I don't trust that,
Yep.
and
As you're all standing
Barnacle
here
is a good man.
discussing,
He wouldn't leave his friends like that.
as you're all standing there kind of discussing, you hear shouting from the down the road to which would be left on the map, kind of west. You hear someone's like, "What the fuck is going on over here?"
Okay, that's good noise. I immediately snap my head west to see if I can see what that noise is.
You see a coming down the road. What looks to be a middle-aged human man in armor, with a sword strapped to his side, kind of marching down the road, flanked by two more individuals that look a little bit younger, but also that are like in simpler armor, holding spears, coming down the road towards you guys.
I'm gonna motion over to Soul and say this is probably either the sheriff or the mayor, one of the two. So be prepared for trying to explain to him what's going on.
Sheriff bullshit.
You guys do remember that the constable's office, the sheriff's office, is like just down the road from here. So, and he's coming from the direction of that office.
Yeah, that's the way we walked to get to the thing, wasn't it? I'm motioning
If you
over to
look at the village of Falsefane map, it's the building 2 from where you guys are.
Yeah.
So Soul, before he gets here, Soul go, hey guys, just real quick before this guy gets here. This morning when I was doing my jog, I didn't see any of the farmers tending their fields or anything. I think this whole town's a fucking charade. I don't know if I trust this guy. I only trust you guys. That's all I'm gonna say.
So
I
as you
only
say it, these
guys as the only normal people around here.
Which is
so
sad,
as you
considering we have
say that,
Tiefling
these guys
and
kind of get to you.
Aarakocra.
Yeah, you
Furball.
say to the
Hey, hey,
as the
I
tiefling
can
to
hear
the
you, you know.
Aarakocra and the Furbolg.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, no.
leaders.
But this guy, he kind of as he gets closer, like, who the hell are you? What the hell did you do? Did you do this? Like you can tell immediately he's a very high blood pressure type of person.
Yeah, he's really wound up tight. Is he yelling at all of us or just one of us
Yeah, he's
specifically?
yelling at all of you. All
He's
of you.
addressing the group.
Yeah,
Finally,
he's addressing the group.
I'm gonna let Merritt talk because Merritt talks a fuckload.
Merritt
Yeah,
talks a fuckload. I'm sorry, guys. He never
Soul
should
stands
say.
behind him. He comes up and he stands behind him. Try to give him some authority.
I was gonna say Phoenix is just gonna look intimidating, so Phoenix is just
Finally, someone with. Oh, I'm sorry. I interrupted you again.
No, I was gonna say Phoenix is just gonna stand there, puff his chest out, and have his spear in his hand and look intimidating while Mara talks.
I took a breath and then you started talking. Okay. Finally, someone who seems like they have a little bit of sense. You must be the constable. Ralph said that you were a real bastard, but you get the job done and you keep the peace. And we need
You're
somebody
calling
like
me a
that right
bastard?
now. No. That's what Ralph said.
Roasted.
Our good buddy Ralph. We came into town with him. Lovely fellow. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Give me a general persuasion check as you're talking.
Anybody see the Earth Genasi?
That is a very good question.
Yeah.
I was also wondering about
Did anyone try to look for him? Is it?
No.
Yeah.
Not
No,
when
Merritt
we're
hasn't
in
thought about his good friend Clay yet, so.
He probably did it. Those Earth freaks.
um. Oh. So. So you're talking, and you do mention the ambassador, which he does react to. And you're saying, no, it wasn't me. It was it was Ralph. Ralph, and it's like,
I wrote that down as a direct quote, but in my notes.
I'm sure. Yes. No. Yeah. Don't you dare talk to me that way. Like he does not seem to be responding well to you, and you can see as you're just rapid fire going. He's you can see this one vein that's just getting more and more prominent.
So leans forward into Merritt's ear and he whispers and he goes, "You want me to fucking punch this guy in the face?"
What are you saying? He turns to you and what are you saying as you are trying to whisper to her?
And then Soul goes, "Bitch tit says what?"
What?
And then he laughs real loud.
Phoenix is gonna step in and be like, all right guys, let's calm down here. And I'm gonna stop Merritt from talking, and I'm going to take over and be like, well, this is what happened. What last night was, we were two of our members were brutally attacked in their beds and tried to be kidnapped. We're missing a third. And pretty much the whole thing just started shaking and collapsed in the ground, and we were lucky enough to be able to get out.
Okay, just give me a quick persuasion check, as he's already riled up.
Really good. Good job.
That's really good, yeah.
Good job.
The plus one. That's so good.
Phoenix,
So I was like, I
with
almost believe
his
that shit.
Phoenix with you tend to give off the aura not necessarily of a knight, even though your last name is Knight, but something like adjacent to someone who's knows what it is like to be knows what it's like to be a warrior, if a bit from a different circumstance than what this guy may be used to, but there's enough to where he's responsive to what you're saying, and he calms down a little bit. As you're talking there, he's like, wait, you were attacked in the middle of the night and dealt with the people, and then you didn't come to report it.
My apologies, sir. Yeah, let me finish, Merritt. We did not think to report it because, one, it was in the middle of the night, and two, according to what the barkeep said, you do not take business during the nighttime, so.
Yeah, throw the
I can
barkeep
confirm I heard him say those words exactly, that you don't deal with things in the nighttime.
Yeah, so we were going to come to you this morning and, however, report the situation before all of the bar decided to collapse, how you say.
I would say, Barrett, give me a deception check with advantage because of Phoenix helping you. Like, just for that, that 1 point of the... because you may have thought about it, but it's a little bit of a lie with that last bit.
It was
and he seems to believe you.
Merritt lies all the time. I am proficient in deception and not persuasion.
But yeah,
he seems to consider it, but he's listening. Well, we'll have to investigate this too. None of you go anywhere, okay? You guys are all suspects.
So
there's another inn just down the road. Stay there until further notice.
So leads in the Merritt, and he goes, "Hey, you should see if this guy knows anything about the kidnappings. Ask him if he's
stop
involved."
Whispering.
Sorry, what?
You're whispering right. It's like, you stop whispering.
Yeah, that I go. I'm sorry, what?
My compatriot here decided to inform me that I did not know, but he said there have been kidnappings in the area and we would like to help with the investigation for that.
Pretty sure no one said that, but okay.
I'm glad that you appear to want to be proactive and help people, but again, you five are all suspects in destroying this fine establishment, despite what you claimed happened in there, and what probably happened, seeing some limbs sticking out, if those aren't victims of this collapse. But you guys are all the prime suspects right now.
Oh,
so I'm going to tell you.
I want to file a missing persons report for my good friend Clay, who's in Earth Genasi, who is staying in this establishment. I want to file a missing persons report because I don't know where he is. He didn't come out of the building, and I'm just so very worried.
Duly noted.
Also, Merritt, I think we should file a missing persons report for Barnacle as well, because we have no clue where he's at.
Well, I thought we were already doing that. So I added a second one on. I didn't realize we weren't doing the first one.
Yeah, no, we
are going to now escort you to the other inn that's just down the road. Sunburn Serpent Inn. And you guys are going to stay there for now while we look over this and figure out what exactly happened. And then we're going to come back and interview you, okay?
So Soul's going to
say... If I find that you leave, I will hunt you down.
Okay, I won't go anywhere, I promise. And then I wink right at him. I lean in and I wink. And I go, hey, also, do you know anything about these kidnappings? And I'm trying to look at his face to see if I could tell if he's lying about whatever he says.
Okay, I'm going to have you roll this as he starts talking, because
yeah.
Yes, I'm aware of kidnappings. People go missing. People turn up. We're looking into it.
No,
he seems like he's telling the truth.
Like, who's responsible? Because I don't believe that anybody in this town isn't on the take for this. I'm trying to determine whether or not I think he's involved.
As best as you can tell, he is being honest with you.
Okay.
Like he's saying, people go missing. people turn up, they're looking into it. He doesn't, as best as you can tell, he doesn't seem to be in on it, but also he seems to be very wary of you and your friends as he
Pretty wary of
sees 5 armed, well, Merritt's not really armed,
He's
and
got a
Damn,
2 of you
corpse.
that's
people
sad.
have
Barrett, you're
just
not
sticks,
even a
but
threat.
um, but he sees people of well, he sees outsiders and a few
Yeah.
people who are very heavily armed, including yourself, and so he's very wary of you. But
Okay.
between kind of the conversation so far, while it did go bad for briefly, you guys have been keeping it over.
He doesn't seem
But he does seem intent on escorting you to wherever the inn is and having you stay there.
I suggest we go with him I tell the group that I suggest we go with him just to make things a lot easier. And if worse comes to worse and something happens, then we let him know and if he's around.
Well, I don't want to leave without Barnacle. I'm pretty sure he would tell us if he took off, so I guess I'll amuse these town guards. Hey, do you guys know anything about the Crystal Heart? We found a bunch of Crystal Hearts on those dead guys. And I'm going to
Yeah.
look at the town guard and I'm going to look at the knight to see if they have any Crystal Heart insignias.
Also,
As I say it.
Okay.
Soul, don't you have that piece of flesh you cut off the thing before with the emblem on it or whatever?
That's a great call. I fucking do.
Does anyone else want to be like
I think I
looking
have like a
to
dead arm in my backpack
Oh.
or something. Let me check.
So
Garrett-
actually, well, as this is going, just real quick, Ina and Zed, what are you guys doing while these 3 are kind of having this conversation?
Ina's just kind of standing there looking annoyed. She wanted to go out and find a river and just kind of relax a little bit because it has not been fun staying in an inn. She was assured that it was great and it was not great.
Zed, are you?
So
What
I'm
are you?
making a TikTok video. Am I being detained, officer? And can you give me a quantifiable? I'm sorry, never mind.
Am I free to go, officer? Am I being
I will
detained? Am I being
preen.
charged with anything?
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm preening while I'm pretty much ignoring the conversation.
I do
Okay.
not consent to a search of my vehicle.
Uh,
David?
I think Merritt. I think you were going to say something before I switched over to ask Ina and Zed.
Oh, yeah, as soon as because Soul is like grilling this guy about the kidnappings
Yeah.
and then like so Merritt has been watching them for reactions about the kidnappings. And then as soon as he like mentions the Crystal Heart, he looks at them and like sees
Okay.
if they has
I will
like any
say, give me a quick
reactions.
insight check and a perception check.
Yeah, and I chuck out that. I think it was his arm, but I chuck it out of my backpack. I killed somebody with this on him earlier.
Yeah, and
This
It's a
shit on the
lizard,
ground.
but like
yeah. Well, we're looking specifically to people that, and I say to the knight because he's pretty much, I'm assuming he's listening to me the most because I'm doing a majority of the talking. I say that this is the emblem that was on the kidnappers that tried to kidnap my friends Ina Fira and Merritt, and this was on their body along with the people we fought before coming here with Tybalt as well. So I would suggest if you know of anything about this, you relay it to, you look for people or these markings specifically. And while I'm telling him this, I'm going to stare at him intently and see if he makes any like facial gestures, like he looks surprised, shocked, anything as well.
Also, give me an insight check.
In the tower, do I know?
In the tower, please.
Can I do a perception instead, or is it? Could I put? Or
This
is
will be
it,
an insight check
Okay.
because you're trying to discern intent.
Okay. So what's the dice? What's it say?
Yeah. So as you're talking with him, it's a little hard to read beyond what he's saying. Besides what kind of preconceived notions you have, but he's kind of looking at this and taking this information. It's like, okay.
Yeah, like you were literally as much as in the dark as you are about this whole little escapade here. So please keep us in
seeing
the
some
loop.
flayed skin or flayed flesh of what is this, like a lizard folk or something? Yeah. Have I seen this? No. But thank you for the new information. We will be sure to use this to help us within our investigations. Now, we are going to take you guys to the Slumberg Serpent Inn, which is just up the road. If you will please follow me, you two follow behind them. And he will turn and start to lead you guys towards where the other inn is.
So I may have missed it. Did Soul or Merritt notice anything? Anybody see any crystal heart emblems on them?
Negative. I did not see anything.
I have been messaging the people who for what they got for their roles. I just haven't come up in conversation yet. I will say for those of you who have been kind of looking, you do know that's where the tattoo kind of was on everyone else, because it kind of was like the tattoo on everyone. It was over their heart, and these people are wearing shirts and armor and such. So there's that. But you guys are giving them once over. Is anyone not going to follow?
I'm gonna follow.
I'm gonna follow as well.
Merritt is going to be as obedient as possible while they're around.
Lead Ina.
She's coming.
I follow.
Alrighty. And he leads you just up the road on the village map. If we go back to this. Just up the road, across the little bridge to this building up here, which is the Inn of the Sleeping Serpent.
While we're walking there, Soul's gonna go to each member of the group and whisper to them. He's gonna say, I don't fucking trust these guys. I'm down to fight whenever you guys want. But he keeps following.
I whispered back to Soul, I don't think fighting is a very good idea right now because these guys seem to be on our side at least. Until further notice, I would refrain from any confrontation.
And if we get run out of town, we can't find Barnacle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but if the whole town is trying to murder us in our sleep and cause buildings to cave in on us, I don't know if I want to go into another building. I'm staying by the door of this new building so I can get out quick.
That's a very
if you know what I mean.
So
They may have already killed Barnacle. Remember, he died first during the fight too. I don't have much faith in him.
He leads you all in
frogs. All right, sorry.
to this new building, and he goes over and talks to the barkeep. And there's a couple more people in here, in this particular room. Just a few people who seem to be having like some lunch at some of the various tables that are there. But he goes to the barkeep, talks to the woman who is kind of there. You see him kind of pass what looks to be like a small sack of coin before turning you guys. All right, you guys. I'm setting up you guys in the communal room upstairs. Stay here until further notice. If you have any questions,
don't ask him.
Gerald here will be just outside the door. Don't leave.
So
as he points to Gerald, he points to one of the guards.
Okay, and does he put us in the main room of the bar or in the communal room?
The communal room of the inn, but he's leaving you in the main room.
Okay,
he's just he's
I get it. Gotcha.
Yes, he paid for you guys to have the communal room.
Gotcha.
And then he walks back out. And you guys walks back down the road. You can see he leave.
Yes, there are bars here.
No, there's not a bard here, but there are a few people who are having their lunch that seem to be just fellow villagers, and there's the gal who's like the barkeep, who's also seems to be like a middle-aged woman. Seems to be about same age as a lot of people in the village. But they're attending, happily giving people their food and such. You can see posted right outside the door is one of the guards who was referred to as Gerald. Just standing guard as the constable and the other guard walk down the road back towards where the collapsed inn was.
I'm going to stand right by the door.
What do y'all do?
I'm going to stand by the door and watch Gerald because I don't trust him.
He's kind of standing there, keeping an eye out. He glances back, flinches a little bit when he sees you just menacingly standing in the window.
Yeah, he's just looking at him this whole time.
Okay.
Make eye contact as often as possible.
All day.
All right. What does everyone else do? As you guys are just kind of left here in the inn, there's the barkeep. There's a few patrons. You see what looks to be a little waiter, teenage kid who's going around taking work, moving stuff. You guys are currently just kind of standing there. Phoenix, what are you doing?
I'm just pretty much pacing around, contemplating, thinking, basically, and just walking. My guy is just literally walking in a line back and forth, like he'll walk so many feet, turn around, walk back the other direction, turn around. Like, like those cartoons where they're just pacing and they're just walking back and forth in a line, thinking. Okay. And yeah, he's just thinking about stuff like, why did the building collapse? Where's Barnacle? Like, he's trying to put the pieces together, basically. He's not so much really just worried about everything else. He's more pacing back and forth, trying to think and put the pieces together, because he's very methodical when it comes to stuff like that. So he's just trying to put the pieces together and thinking.
Okay. Zed?
I'm going to go over to the barkeep, see if I can get some breakfast.
If they have any eggs.
Yeah.
Sam's egg. It will be some sort of, meat.
Yeah.
Gruel type
they have
thing.
some sausage.
Chicken
Absolutely.
breast.
Sausage is good.
Yeah, they have some sausage, and she...
Sausage gravy would be great. Maybe over a biscuit.
Sounds good. She's able to get you, a meal pretty quick. While you're doing that, Ina and Merritt, what are you two doing? As everyone's kind of
So,
waiting.
are there any other patrons at this place?
It looks like there's 3 other patrons, 2 that are kind of sitting in one corner. Looks to be a couple of some sort, having some sort of breakfast, and then an older man, not too old, but he's definitely has a white hair, looks to be getting on in years, but still kicking around. Who's having his meal on another table.
Okay.
Alright.
So, I'm sorry. Did anybody group up in terms of, did any of us group up, or are we all scattering?
Well, Zed's going to the bar. Phoenix is just kind of pacing roughly, where you are. Skull went to stand right next to the door and stare down the guard that's standing right outside the door. And you two are kind of still there. Phoenix is probably the closest, but they did scatter a little bit.
Do you have a map of the current area? Because the map isn't popping up for me when I click on it, so...
There you go.
The new bar, because it didn't pop up for me, so...
Oh, I haven't thrown you guys onto the new map just yet.
Oh, okay. I thought because you're just standing there pacing, you're in a corner there. I thought we were put on a new map already. I apologize.
It's just what you're doing.
Merritt kind of wants to call everybody in for a huddle, but okay. So I don't. I think that we should. I don't think we're getting any answers, and we're not going to find Barnacle if we stay here. And I know there's a guard out there, but I think I can get outside if you guys create some sort of distraction so it can get out of the inn. And I don't know. Where do you think they might be keeping Barnacle?
I
Totally.
mean, I agree. Do you want me to punch Soul in the face? Me and Soul can pretend to get in a fight, and one of y'all can call the guard in to break us up.
I don't think we
No,
should do that. I think instead, I should just punch the guard in the face. Nobody will see it coming. If I go outside and start a fight with the
Does
bar,
this place have another exit, like a back door or a window?
well,
There is a
I
window on the far side of the main bar, and then there's like the back area where the kitchen is.
so
We
all
could
I need
pay them
is
to let us
for
go
you
through the
guys
kitchen. Yeah.
to be able to distract the one guy that's sitting alone and probably the rest of the people in this bar so I can walk out of here looking like him.
What about the rest of us?
I don't know. I don't think I can get you out. But at the
I'm
very
with
least we can have
Merritt.
somebody.
I don't think we should stay here. I think these people are going to try to kill us and that they're going to get reinforcements as we speak. We're already in another inside of a bar. I say we
I
just take
could.
out that guard and leave.
Well, we don't know that he's involved. I think we should just go out the back, and then if we
Is
find out
there
he's
a
involved,
back?
we can always come back and kick his ass later.
Yeah.
There are
Also,
some issues with this map, but this is roughly, what you see.
Nick is very glad that
also,
we stayed at the other place last night.
I also
That's the door.
I also say to Soul, I think if the windows aren't too high up, we could go up to the second floor and climb out the windows as well. It might be a it might be a slight drop to us, but if one of us, if Ina and me drop down, who are taller than everybody here, we can probably literally catch the smaller people together.
I
So
mean, Soul is pretty tall too.
I mean, it depends. If we can, if me, Soul, and Ina climb out the window and drop down, I think we could probably catch Merritt, and Z can
Well,
jump out and fly out.
I can
So
fly, and I could probably cart a couple people down. Certainly can grab Merritt.
I have
Not
a
any
yeah,
real
I
problem.
can just walk out of here looking like somebody else.
that's the thing.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the problem, though. If they're still in the bar when you walk out and he looks in, then what are we going to do? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but what are we going to do if he looks in the bar and we're all completely gone?
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's not going to
but
matter. One way or the other, we're gone.
Wait,
You know
didn't
what?
he?
You know what does work though? If I go outside and I choke that guy out, he can't tell anybody we're gone because he's unconscious because I
That's
choked him out.
extremely valid.
I'm just saying,
I
he's the one who
Ina
Then
said
what
we
happens when
agrees.
they
weren't.
get? Then when the other guards come back,
Uh-huh.
and he's beat up on top of the fact that we left, we got bigger problems.
I'm not gonna beat him up. I'm just gonna
Alrighty.
choke him out
As you guys
lightly.
are
Light
discussing
battery.
this,
Kind of the exact
Are we
um,
definition of
right
beating
next to the
somebody up.
door? Can we
sorry
go
to
to,
interrupt
like,
everybody, but as you guys are discussing this, we're going to have to come to an end of our session as it
Oh,
is
no.
just past the
Right.
10. Um, and that is generally when we end here.
Yes.
Uh,
First Van
so,
just kind of sat, watched this whole
Wow.
this whole
Yeah, maybe you
Yeah,
should
poor
split the
Sven.
party night one.
disappeared.
but yeah, now here we are. At the end of the session, you guys are in another end. Suspects in the collapsing of another establishment. Have a friend who is maybe got missing, or maybe ditched you guys. Who knows? And are considering what to do next. And we will pick up there next month on the Crystal Heart campaign.
So if anybody, first of all, thank you, Nick. Appreciate you taking over and running. And if anybody wants to change their pointer colors and the color on the top of that's showing on their portrait, just click on options up in the top right under tools where the combat tracker is, and then you will see user color, and you can change that color to If you use the eyedrop, you can actually make it the same color as part of your portrait if you want. So,
Yeah.
thanks again, Nick.
You know
I
what?
appreciate it.
Yeah. And thank you for being patient as everyone else is doing stuff and you haven't really been able to participate as much. I'm sure that we'll see you next session next time,
Very nice.
unless they decide to, you know,
Did not
abandon you.
say Barnacle.
All right, so
Yeah.
if you guys
They're
want
like,
to
well,
see how we got to this point, you can go to the using the tubes and catch up. Come back tomorrow for another D&D Sunday for Starfinder. Don't forget to like, subscribe, whatever else you do. Enjoy the rest of your day. Say goodnight, guys.
Good
good night,
night.
guys.
Good night.